Guess who's back again. Dennis back.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rollout Podcast. We have a special guest with us today.
Not really a special guest.
Not special.
Not really.
No.
Special. We'll say special adjacent.
All right.
We have the former co-host of the Rollout Podcast, owner of Dab's Painting in West Valley, right? Or I guess now you're based in
Eagle Mountain now.
Eagle Mountain now.
Yeah.
But Denis
Yes.
Bitchovich.
Get it right. That's right. Last name is correct.
How you doing, man?
Don't mispronounce it. I'll fuck you up.
Hey,
Mr.
I'm white.
Hey, I'm white. All right.
Welcome, dude.
How you been, man?
Thank you for having me.
How you been, man?
How am I doing?
Yeah, how you been?
Oh, I've been good, man. I've been real good.
Yeah.
Business is going good. I've been skating, gaining weight because of the COVID thing.
Yeah, bro.
Chicken and
Quarantine.
waffles. Chicken and waffles.
Honestly, I think that should be a new challenge. Before and after quarantine. Before and after COVID pictures. Because there's some people that, I'm including myself in that. Because I gained like 20 pounds during the fucking quarantine.
I gained 20 pounds.
I started out
140. I told you this.
Yeah.
I was at 140 for 2 years.
Yeah.
Never lost or gained weight, and then
you're
COVID
also-
happened.
Well, you're also hitting the age where you can actually start gaining weight.
Yeah,
That
and
was the
then
same
I
way.
gained 20 pounds, and then I lost it already. So
Damn.
that's pretty good.
I'm scared
Yeah.
to step on a scale. You're going to
Okay.
step on there and
We
be
have
like,
one right
"Get
now.
off."
Should we do it live right now and see how much you
Oh,
weigh?
yeah, you have
Let's
it
go
right
get
now?
it.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right, we just got back.
No, we're not going to talk
Well,
about that.
Yeah, we are, ho. So
We will skip that.
we just weighed ourselves. Everybody want to say their pre-weight before we?
No.
'Cause I think I got all y'all beat. So.
Yeah. So I was at
And that wasn't even my heaviest that I've been
Really?
during quarantine.
Oh shit! All
Not
right,
even
so
close.
I was at 208. Oh boy! So what is it?
You're
215.8 now.
218.
No,
Was
215.
it 215?
215.8.
His was
215.
Mine was 165.6.
And what were you before?
140.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So I just weighed in at 222.2.
Yep.
Two.
Before quarantine, I was 198-ish.
Damn.
The heaviest I got during quarantine
No.
was I hit 237.
Holy.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So like almost 40 pounds. That's why
All
I want
right.
to lose weight, bro. That's why I'm trying to lose weight so bad because I just I'm not myself right
Stop going to McDonald's, bro.
now. Fuck
Man.
that.
I just had chicken and waffles, dude. That was good though. Oh, that was so good. And I had chicken and waffles yesterday too. Or no?
No,
I
you
had-
didn't. You had a fruity waffle.
Yeah, I had a fruity waffle. I had what you had today.
Delicious.
You had a waffle.
Delicious, Bekovic.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways,
All right, guys.
But yeah.
so we're going to start with our party that we had last night because
Oh, we got to get that off our chest.
yeah, and when we talk about this, we want the people that put on the party to know that this isn't pointed towards you because you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. In all reality, I mean, in all reality, we did everything right.
Everything
up
was going
until
good.
The DJ and the
Yep.
music.
Yeah.
Like we got people there. There were people in the building. There were a lot of old skaters that I haven't seen before.
Oh, yeah.
Were there? A lot of old school people. And so all that was good. But with that
The
being
music.
said,
Oh, my God.
I was
What happened fully to, like, I'm still trying to understand what made him go that way. Like, what made him go fucking...
we'll talk
about
all
it.
right. So, and this is not to because the person that I'm about to talk about, we have some things in the works. So I don't want to say anything too harsh, but
Yes.
it started with Jay going on because on there we have the music requests, of course.
And there was about 144 songs that were
Yeah.
requested.
And Jay went on there and put twice, please don't play disco music.
Put it on there twice?
He
Yeah.
requested it twice. So he requested it as a song, but then put on in the bar,
Okay.
said don't play disco music the first time. I think he did it in all caps the first time.
Yeah.
And then the
Okay.
second time he said, seriously, please don't play disco music. Nobody wants to hear that shit or something like that.
Okay.
And so, NJ, I mean, in all reality, there's no reason to piss people off like that.
Yeah.
But that's who Jay is in all reality.
Yeah. He says what's on his thing.
He says what's on his mind, and in all reality, I agree with the point of I don't want to hear disco.
Yeah.
Like, if I have a preference, I don't want to hear disco, and this is what I was telling Alvaro before we started.
Yeah.
Before you got here, was if it was a Salt City party and he played disco, I would be livid right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Like,
he would have been.
We would have
just
just
stopped it. And
exactly. I would have
done
turned
our
on the
thing.
lights and said, all right, everybody go home. Like, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
Because we don't skate to disco. Like, we do, but we don't. Right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have, let me put a little context in here. For anyone watching out of state. In Utah, both rinks that we majority go to do a disco night every Saturday night. And they do a throwback night every Friday night.
Yep.
And at Orem, it's Thursdays. But,
Yeah.
you know, every weekend is throwback shit. So for Salt City, we wouldn't do that. Like, we would want to put on, like we did with Epics, with, like, newer music. Some oldies that are, like, the really good oldies, but not, like, we're not playing disco.
No,
We're not playing rock.
absolutely not.
We're not playing any of that crap, right?
Yeah.
And this is where I say, like, and I came into it knowing that he was going to play at least some disco.
Yeah.
Because with the
we
song
all knew
request,
that.
and I said that. I said if he plays some disco, I don't mind it because I know this isn't a party for us. That's what I'm trying to get to, right? Like, I recognize this as a party being for everybody else and not just for us.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I wouldn't have minded a couple disco songs because I know that, you know, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to please everybody else there too.
Exactly. But where I have a problem with is the attitude towards the comments. Because, like we've said about Paul in the past, if you're going to be a DJ, you have to be able to handle hate like that.
Yeah.
Like,
You have to take it to a point. I mean,
no, because I'm sorry. If I can sit there in the DJ booth and have Jordan look at me and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" and cuss me out from the floor and not have a bitchy attitude about it, so can they. Like, that's
some
my
people
thing.
don't take it that way. You
But
know
I'm
that,
saying,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you're a DJ. Some
Yeah.
people are going to disagree with how you DJ.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And they don't want to hear some of the stuff that you may normally play.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing is, if it was his party, if he was the one that put it on, go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Do what you want to do.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's not. This was a party for everybody,
Yeah.
and he alienated half the fucking audience
Yeah.
because he played old disco music. And it's like, if I wanted to stay up and skate to disco music, I would have just come tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Right? Or
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
We're recording on Saturday, but I would have just gone tonight.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and also,
Right.
I'm not going to stay up till 3 in the morning.
Listening
To
to
skate
fucking
to
disco
fucking
music.
disco.
Well, we
Like,
just got
it's just
done
not-
listening to disco.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just got done with fucking throwback. Why, in God's name, are you playing disco music?
Yeah.
I just, but anyways, so Jay went on there, said his shit, and then you're the one that had the interaction, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you tell this.
So no, so I was like, hey man, so like I requested over 40 songs and it was good, like really good songs.
Yeah.
And he was like, were you one of the people that like said don't put disco music? And I was like, no, that wasn't me. And he was like, well, whoever did it, fuck them. And I was like, okay.
Really?
He's like, this is towards you. Like whoever did it, this is towards them to piss them off. And Moses was next to me and he was like, what did he say to you? And I was like, you like, and then I explained to him what happened. And then I went over to the table where we were all at, and then I explained to them, and then we just all left after. Because it
Well,
was
I
just,
left
he
because-
came super cocky to me, and I didn't like that.
and that's what and
Like,
that's my thing.
that was bitchy of him to do.
Like,
that was
first of all-
childish.
Well, first of all, from the first party you were here, we had doubts about you. From the very first one you did.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first party that Austin DJ'd
Yep.
in Utah, which was like the original SCS party.
SCS party,
Right?
yeah.
The first one. Me and Jay left that night early because we were like, it's,
This is what we're
it's
getting?
pretty much all disco. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing here for us. Right?
Yeah.
And so we already went in with like, if he plays more than half the night of disco, it's over.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is. If
Yeah,
Austin
well-
DJs another party, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Well, when you came in, like the first two songs were like, all right, what the hell is this? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm giving him 10 songs, and after that, if it's still the same, I'm out. I'm like, yeah. pretty much.
Bro, 10 songs in a row were disco.
10
and then
songs in.
no,
2 hours in.
2 hours in.
No, that's the thing.
Like 10 songs
The
played.
only fucking
and then he
songs
played
that he
different
played,
songs.
no, the only songs that he played that weren't disco
Yeah.
were the slow skate songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which y'all know how I feel about slow skate songs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like I can handle them, but
Not.
and you
Not
know what
3
was,
or 4 in
you
a
know
row.
what was fucking annoying, and you need to fix this if you ever watch this. Don't fucking say, "Alrighty, now we're gonna slow it down a little more." It's like,
Yeah.
just
What
shut
the
the fuck
fuck
up and
up,
put
dude?
on music, bro.
Just do it.
Like I
Just
don't
do
want to
it.
hear that.
He talked
not-
so much, bro.
Like
He
when
talked
we went
too
to
much
Atlanta
last night.
How many times did the DJ actually get on mic and talk? Twice, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Same when
I
we
was-
went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Maybe
When we-
twice.
even when we went to Bakersfield.
And that was
Right?
only because somebody fell.
Yeah, somebody fell and they
had
were like,
to-
"Hey guys, can you just please slow it down?" That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
even remember at Bakersfield,
Oh, I remember Briggs.
they didn't say shit the entire night,
No.
except for the little intermissions where they had people either performing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they had the one girl performing, and Skate Mafia did their
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
the second night, right?
Yeah.
So like that's the only time the DJs are talking
Yeah.
during an actual skate party.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, shut the fuck up, please.
Oh, man.
And I've said this on the podcast before. That's my biggest pet peeves with DJs is
Yeah.
shut the fuck up
and play.
just play
Just
music.
do your fucking job. Stop
Unless it's
talking.
a super
do your
important
job.
announcement.
Yeah. Dude,
Go
speaking
ahead.
of DJs, what was it? Thursday night?
What's his name? You know his name.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Good fucking job.
No, good job.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where I was
No,
going
in
with.
reality, I'm not.
No,
saying-
like
Yeah.
he was super like straight up. He was like, "How am I doing?" Like out of all like
Yeah.
because he's been listening to the podcast.
Oh,
He
yeah.
agreed with a lot of things, and then he was just like, "You guys shouldn't be bashing on Paul that much."
which that's a personal preference.
But yeah, that's a
Yeah.
personal problem. But he came up and he was like, "How am I doing?"
Yeah.
And when he said that to Jacob and me, I was like,
Well,
I
he
have a
didn't-
lot of respect for this guy.
He didn't say that to me. He came up to me, and the
Uh-huh.
first thing that he said is, "Hey, I've been watching the podcast. What do you mean by the wave?"
Oh,
motion?"
yeah. I remember
right?
that,
The wave,
dude,
yeah.
So I explained to him what I mean. Like you
Yeah.
take 10 minutes to build, you plateau at the top
Yeah.
for 10
Yeah.
minutes, and then you come back down.
Yeah.
You do 2 songs,
Come back.
Come back up,
up.
right?
Yeah.
and that's what he did from that point on. But the funniest thing, and I don't want to like throw shit at him, but this was just hilarious to me. Is right before he walked up, right before he skated off, he goes, "I don't know what the fuck I'm doing." And I
And
was
it's just
like,
walked
I was like, "You're good, bro. You're fine." And then he skated off. I was just like, "That's so funny."
Dude, but even just before that, he came up to us and he was like, "Dude, I'm so nervous about tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna do." We're like, "All right, 2 things, like big things. 1, do not stop the songs halfway through, and 2, like when you make a mask announcement, because we know you have to make that, right? Don't shut off the music. Don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
If anything, like do it at the end of the song, just before the next song, whatever. Just a quick
Don't
little
do it
announcement.
halfway. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
went through that, and yeah,
Yeah.
we
It-
didn't
but
have
it
fun
was-
the last time that happened. So
Yeah.
that's what I was mainly aware of. But it didn't
have fun
happen.
the last time. Yeah, I don't know if you actually remember me because I was the one that cussed you out from the floor the last time you DJ'd. So, but I respect. This is what I respect about it is that instead of just like guessing what we want
Yeah.
or even coming up and asking what songs do you want, he said,
Yeah.
"What do you mean by this?"
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then he did his own thing.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
put up his
exactly.
own music, and that's what I like. Put
Yeah.
up your own music in this form.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a
We're
fucking
gonna
ball.
have fun.
Well, even for
And we had a great
I
fucking
had a
night.
fucking
dude.
dope
well, for
night.
the
We had a
second time
really-
DJing,
yeah.
he did
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
sure next time he's
He's
gonna.
gonna he's
Yeah.
gonna be even better. So
But you know what I've thought about?
Huh.
Remember in Mo's episode when I said maybe somebody's talking shit to try and split them so that they can get a spot?
Mhm.
Kind of might seem likely.
What do you mean?
well,
Because Lacey got, I still haven't had the chance to
Yeah.
ask her, but what I said was I wanted to ask Lacey whether she heard it directly from Paul, like she overheard Paul talking shit on her,
Uh-huh.
or if someone told her that. Because if someone told her that, it's either someone in Paul's inner circle that's not really fucking with him,
yeah.
or it's someone that wants a spot on Thursdays and knows that if we
Yeah.
Yeah.
belittle this
From my
person,
understanding, it was
But-
just like people have told her, so she hasn't heard it directly from him. But I
Yes.
could be wrong.
and I'm not like I
So-
said.
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
the thing.
This
That's
is
what I
this is
heard.
basically conspiracy theory
Yeah.
at this
Yeah,
point. Like
yeah.
this is not proven at all,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but it's just like kind of interesting. That it's like I said
It
that
could, it
last
could,
week,
it couldn't.
and-
But
But at the same time, if Paul doesn't bring that heat, I would rather have Homeboy.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have him than than this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
No.
Last night, one person that I was ready to fucking throw hands with was, and I don't want to say his name because he's going to be a little bitch about it, but was the...
We'll just bleep it out.
Was the GM's son.
Oh my god.
What happened?
When he got on the mic and started announcing frequent skater cards.
You did?
Were you not there for
I
that?
missed
Yeah.
that. Then.
No,
Bro,
you
he
were there
announced
for that,
it
'cause
for
that's
like
right
5
when I
minutes.
got there.
Yeah.
That was right. I
He
got there at
announced it.
12:30,
Yeah.
and he got on the mic
Uh-huh.
in the middle of a song. And was like, we
during
have
our
frequent...
session
Yeah,
or during the...
yeah.
No,
During
during
at
the song,
12:30.
bro.
I got there at 12:30.
During the
Oh,
middle of the
shit.
song. And he was
During the
doing
middle
it.
of the song. So Austin had to sit there and loop the same thing while he was making this stupid-ass announcement. And I'm like,
okay.
bro, shut the fuck up. Like, I was ready to go up there and be like, cut off his fucking mic and be like, no, you don't... That's not for you tonight.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You can do that maybe when we have a break or whatever.
Yeah.
But don't fucking come up right in the middle of the song, cut us off, and
Yeah. And just
start to make your own bullshit announcements.
So
Like,
you were
that's-
trying to do the frequent
Yeah,
skater
Yeah.
cars.
because
like
it's a free party. So GM wants business
you
to
gotta
come
make
back
business.
to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what would have been a better idea, in all reality,
Yeah.
instead of announcing it,
Yeah.
would have been to stand at the door
And
at
give them
midnight
out to them.
and just hand them out.
And
them
you
out,
said
yeah.
that before to them, and
Yeah.
you've told them that many fucking times.
Just hand them out. Because if
Yeah,
you're just going to give
absolutely.
them away anyways, you might as well just sit at the door. Anyone
Yeah.
with their own skates, here. You like skating, come back.
Yeah.
And you can come back at a discounted price, whatever. But at that party, instead of announcing it, just walk around to everybody. Here,
Yeah.
frequent skater party. Would you like
Thanks for
frequent skater
coming.
party? Exactly.
Here you go.
Here you
Hope
go.
to see you
Yeah.
soon.
Exactly. Come back and visit us. Makes it for a discount price or whatever.
Yeah.
But don't fucking cut the middle of the fucking session and start talking about frequent skater cards. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm so fucking annoyed with
oh
that.
my god.
I agree. I agree.
But anyways,
I
had to get
missed
that.
it.
I had to get that off.
Damn.
But anyways.
Dude, that sucks.
But once again, my thing was with what Jay said, because we've kind of gone
Yeah.
everywhere now. We're coming back. Coming back from the side road. So Jay said what he did.
Yep.
He said what he did.
But Jay wasn't even there last night.
That's
what
the
annoyed
point.
me in the
Yeah.
first place.
Like,
And then the second part was, don't fucking disrespect the people that have been promoting your fucking party.
Yeah.
They're promoting, and it's not even your fucking party, but we've been promoting the party that you're DJing at.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the people who have actually been putting in the work to get the word out for the party that you're wanting to DJ at.
I agree. I agree.
Because in all honesty, if we wouldn't have 50-person party, maybe 75,
Yeah.
instead of 180 like we had last night.
Yeah.
Right?
and dude, I get my hopes up. Like I was expecting.
all hyped for
dude,
that
we
night.
were all
I
fucking hyped.
Oh,
I got
shoot.
showered at fucking 12, put on all my like good jewelry.
I went
I
30
was
minutes
looking there to-
earlier.
I was there to look good and
Yeah.
skate
Yeah.
and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
show
I
out.
skated maybe what?
I skated
4 times?
these
Yeah.
slow songs,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And then around when
and Gaga. That
Yeah.
was the only other one that I skated to.
Yep.
And it's like,
That was it.
It was stupid.
once again, I'm not going to stay up till 3 in the morning to skate to disco shit.
Yeah.
It's just
And that's
not.
exactly why I left early. I was like,
This
this
is
is what I'm
stupid.
going to get. But then he changed it. Like, as we
we were
leaving.
leaving, he changed it, and then we were like,
because
really,
he sees
dude?
that the crowd is leaving.
Like,
I don't know what happened.
that's
I don't
one
know
thing.
If, like, if your girl talked to him and then...
No, she
no,
went,
Alicia went into up.
she went and talked to him, and
Okay.
she talked to Clark, and was like,
Okay.
that needs to change.
Yeah.
But-
Shit, yeah, but he ended up, like, changing the songs. By that time, I was like,
Fuck
I'm
you,
already in
dude.
a shitty mood.
Exactly.
You can't just change
Well,
the
it
song and
goes-
be like, oh, yeah, it's all great now.
Well,
Let's
that's
do
the
it.
thing.
No,
It's like we said with Paul playing Eastsiders on the last episode.
Yeah.
Huh?
At that point, it seems like you're pandering, which pisses us off even more.
Yeah.
Because it's like you've been playing bullshit all night long, and now you want to pander to us because you see us getting ready to leave. Like,
Yeah.
no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
well, so, like, the other night when your girl was, she went up to the DJ at Orem, and she's like, hey, like, play this song and this song. And we're all sitting there. The song came on, and we're like, fuck this song. But it was
Everybody went, man, what the fuck is this shit? And I just looked at her like,
yeah. She's like, you guys, like, rocked this song, like, last week. We're like, yeah, but that was last week.
That was last
Like,
week.
that
Well, no,
was
it's-
great songs beforehand. But now we have
That's exactly
bad
what I
songs.
said.
that's the
exactly
point
what
that
I
we've been
said.
trying to make with these DJs. If you give us good shit, this is what I told fucking Mo last night. when the James Brown song came on that had all the horns in it,
Oh yeah.
right? You're shaking your head, but if we had good music up until that song,
we would have
we
gone
would have gone
ham.
fucking ham on that
We
song.
would have gone ham on that song, bro.
But you
Didn't
already pissed
happen.
us off, and now
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Just kind of went downhill.
Exactly.
You can't just jump a mood like that.
yeah.
This ain't a drug.
That's the thing. I was like, I'm about when he played Hookah by Tyga. I was about to hop in the floor, and then I'm like, like I'm
Well, that's why
really
I left.
pissed right now.
Well, that's the thing is like when Paul and I had the Instagram conversation
Yeah.
through the DMs, one thing they said was he hates it when people put on their headphones when he's DJing, right? He says it's he sees it as an act of disrespect.
It's not.
Which, no, every DJ, like I said,
Yeah,
you can't choose.
every DJ
This
has
is the
their
thing.
own opinion.
This
on
is the
that.
thing that we have to understand when we do this podcast is we don't get to choose how someone reacts to what we say.
Yeah.
So, like, in all honesty, Clark could watch this and want to stick up for his homeboy and come up to me on Tuesday and be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
But that's because I can't control how he reacts to it, right?
Yeah.
Same way that we can't control how Paul reacts to us putting on our headphones.
No.
Me, when I see somebody put on their headphones, I'm like, fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you just want to stay in your own bubble, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right? He sees it as an act of disrespect. But for me, my biggest thing in disrespect was when people would leave early. I'm
Yeah.
like, why the fuck are you leaving? I still
Yeah.
got another hour of shit that I can play.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so that's why
They
when he
haven't-
did
yeah.
that, when he said that to you, I was like, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
not doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I almost turned around and gave him 2 fingers and said, fuck you. But I didn't want to do that. 'Cause
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
did that. He skated by, and I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
I literally did that.
Yeah.
I was
came-
I was heated
yeah.
last night,
I
bro.
came back and
I was
that's
so
the
mad.
thing is that my girl called me crying because everybody was jumping down her throat about it because she's the bridge between them and us, basically.
Yeah.
Right? And so, I'm going to be 100% honest, I was ready to come and beat all y'all asses because I didn't know who was yelling at her like that to make her get that upset. But I came back. I had my gun in my car. I was like, I'm ready to fuck y'all up. Who's fucking talking shit?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm overprotective as shit. I would
Yeah.
do the same thing if one of y'all called me crying.
Yeah.
But
No, you wouldn't have.
yeah, I would have.
You would have been like, "What's up,
Wait,
bitch? Why you
wait.
crying?"
So,
That's what I would have started with.
explain what happened.
My lady was crying.
Mhm.
She wasn't even crying. She got emotional
Mhm.
because one, I kind of started it because I was super pissed and I was voicing my frustrations to her
Mhm.
because I knew that she would go and voice them to the powers that be,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And so then I think maybe I just set a bad example and people just kept coming up to her and bitching about music and all that kind of shit. And it was just like, so she got overwhelmed and she called me and was in tears and I was, like I said, I was ready to come down and beat all y'all asses. 'Cause I
Well, it
didn't
would
know
have
who it
helped you
was.
beat whose ever asses it was.
Oh, I know.
'cause
I know.
It wasn't us.
It was.
Well, that's where I was just like,
Yeah.
because then when I got there, I asked her if and she was like, no, it was just from everybody coming on at me at once and
Yeah.
jumping. on me.
The only
I
thing
I respect. Here.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I respect Clark a lot because after like I was bitching and all that, he came out to me and he was like, "Hey, like, I'm sorry that you didn't have the best night. Like, this is for everybody." And then I was like, "It's for everybody," but he's
Once again,
kind of acting.
it's for everybody.
everybody.
So
Yeah.
don't fucking exclude us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't fucking sit there and
Yeah.
say it's for everybody when he didn't include us. Then it's not for everybody. It's for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
for the people that like the disco.
Yeah.
It's not for
was-
everybody.
Yeah, but that was a
So.
shitty thing. It was like almost 2 hours. It was just
Plain fucking
disco,
music.
and then like the last hour, it was like as I'm walking out, I'm like, oh, good song. is on.
It
Yeah.
took him 2 hours to play something
And
fucking
what
good.
have we fucking said about Paul for the last fucking 5 months? Stop trying to do this.
Yep.
Because everybody gets annoyed with this. Just start out here.
Yep.
Start out here, and then you can drop off.
Yeah. Oh man.
But-
Because that's the thing is like, because then like when people show up later, like I did, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If he would have started off on a good note,
Yeah.
then I would have walked in and everybody been like, "Bro, you're missing shit," right?
I didn't even put my skates on because
Bro.
I was eating food, and Dennis was like, "I
Well,
have a
that's
bad
fine.
feeling he's gonna."
I got there on
Yeah.
a disco song.
Yeah.
As soon as I came in and said, "What is everybody?" Everybody's first thing, "What the fuck? Why is he playing disco?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody in our, everybody in our core,
Yeah.
everybody. Why is
Oh,
he
yeah.
playing disco right now? I'm like, I don't know. I said, hopefully it'll change, but
Yeah.
Nope.
And
Didn't
that's what we
change.
said. There were like 10 songs. We're like, so far 3 songs in.
Nope.
It's like the same
It's not.
thing.
It's not gonna change.
Dude, but like when we went to Vegas, like that stuff was so nice. So I don't know where he DJs.
Hollywood.
He used to DJ at Hollywood. He used to DJ at Hollywood, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what I was told.
No, but he's not living in Utah now, though.
No, he lives in
No.
Vegas, but
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
what I'm
if-
trying to figure out. Like,
I don't know if he's.
Is he gonna act childish in fucking Vegas? Like when someone says, "Don't play this."
Well, no, he's not. He's not a skating DJ out there.
oh, okay.
No, he's.
'Cause I'm sorry, if you can't
club,
handle-
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. If he can't handle us saying "Don't play disco," could you imagine the people in Vegas?
Oh, they would boo him off right away, bro.
Exactly.
They would be like, "Get your ass out of
He
here."
would basically be the Paul of Vegas. Like
Yeah.
people would
Except-
just be pissed
Except
off.
kicked out, not
Well, that's the
not
thing.
just
They wouldn't allow
booed.
it. No, that's the problem. Is like, that's where this is what I kind of like.
Huh.
Is the DJ's feeling nervous, feeling the nerves, right? Because I think one reason why he was feeling nervous is because he knows the DJ on Thursday. He knows that if he fucks up, we're gonna be sitting right here
Yep.
and talking about it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think DJs have that in their mind right now, and I'm fucking ecstatic because that means that they're gonna try
try
and
to
have a good
change,
night
yeah.
every time
Yeah.
because they don't want to hear it from us.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we have that much pull, but you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah.
if people are agreeing with us and you're sitting there watching, and then you see no dislikes on the video, you're like, wow, maybe they have a point.
Yeah.
But
all of a sudden it's gonna be like this, like this, like this.
Well,
That's the
it was
thing.
funny because we
every single one of our videos,
Yeah.
zero dislikes.
And
Zero.
if you dislike it, go fuck you or something.
No, I don't
Go
care.
put a thumbs down right now.
I don't care if you dislike
Just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't.
No,
care
but
if
a lot of
I don't
people
even care
I
if you.
posted that
Yeah.
on my personal Instagram.
Yeah.
And how many texts did I send you? I sent you 4, but I had more. Everyone was like, "Someone's saying something finally." And respect to Matthew for saying that on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's not about going fast. I said that, and I'm like, bro, hallelujah. Thank you for fucking saying that. It's not about going fast. It's about going on beat and making it look good.
Well, and like I said, it's like there are certain times where it is appropriate to haul ass,
Yeah.
right? Like if let's give an example. You may not know this song, but if "Let's Go" by Trick Daddy comes on,
Okay.
you know that song?
Yep.
It's the one that has the Crazy Train sample in it.
Yep, yep.
Have you ever heard that?
Mhm.
That song comes on. That's when you haul.
We're
ass.
gonna haul ass.
Because that's a song where it's like energy is fucking
there
up
already.
here. It's not here. It's fucking whoosh, right? So it's like those are the songs you go fast. But Miami, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? People were flying around to Miami. I was like, come on, guys, you're killing me right now. But anyways, all right.
Yeah.
I think we'll. I mean,
We'll
unless
stop
there's
there.
anything else you want to say. Like I said, it was a good party. I enjoyed seeing.
it
people
was fun seeing that many people. It was all the good skaters in
everything-
Utah.
Everything about that party was great. To me,
Besides the music.
besides the music and besides the DJ.
Yep.
Like, in all reality, and this is a big up,
Yeah.
if Kevin was there,
Oh.
we would have fucking had a blast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because
Kevin,
Kevin-
we miss you.
Well, because this is the thing is, we
We miss
know,
you.
Well, this is the thing. We know with Kevin, once Kevin starts to get a crowd,
Yeah.
that's when he starts to actually try and DJ.
Remember Summer
Yeah.
Jam?
And that's when it's fucking fun.
Remember
Exactly.
Summer Jam? Bro. you
And I
remember
fucked that up.
Yeah.
Because he offered, he's like, I can keep going throughout, because it was for Epic.
Yeah.
He's like, I can keep going throughout the night.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'll take
No,
it.
but not
Right?
even for
And I
that. It
should've
was
just
it was
been
that
like,
Tuesday that everybody was getting here.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had the people from Texas,
Yeah.
in Georgia. Bro,
Yeah.
it was a fucking blast. That was probably one of my favorite
what I mean.
sessions that Kevin has done.
When Kevin, that's the problem. That's what I've been trying to get people to come to Tuesdays for, is
Yeah.
because I know when Kevin sees an actual audience,
Yeah.
he goes off.
Mhm.
He wants to DJ
Oh,
at
yeah.
that point.
Oh, yeah.
When he sees fucking 20 of us out there,
Yeah.
he's like, me. I'll
Fuck
just
this,
throw up
yeah.
shit, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I agree.
and I was the same way. Like, on the nights that we had big epic nights,
Mhm.
then I would actually try and throw up more exciting stuff, and
Yeah.
And then when people
Stuff
would
that-
leave early, you would just be like, fuck this shit.
that's when I would start playing what I wanted to listen
Yeah.
to, because I was the only one that was out there at that time. So it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. But
I get it.
anyways, anything else you guys want to say about skate
Nah,
connection?
just
Not about that.
we're
Yeah.
we're not gonna be going.
And once again,
We're not gonna be going to Austin's party
and that's
anymore.
that's what I'm saying. If-
Like-
What is he planning on?
no,
going?
I'm saying
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm
no.
saying if when we continue the skate connection parties,
Yep.
if Austin is a DJ at one,
We're not going.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
I won't promote it. I won't do anything for it.
We have the power for it. So why?
Oh, I
why
know.
would you,
And that's the thing is
why would
that's
you
where
bring it up?
I know Clark is gonna have backlash with me, especially, and this is where I will take the responsibility for that.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's
Yeah.
what we're about on this podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Is I will take the responsibility in I turned down the offer to DJ because I don't DJ anymore and I didn't really want to do it in all reality. And so did every other DJ in Utah.
Yep.
So, and that includes Mr. J that said don't play any disco.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. If that's what you want, then DJ the party.
Yeah.
If you want to boost your own shit, then DJ the party, and we'll say it's DJ by this person. Your song request may not get played because that's what Jay does. You know how many times when Jay was DJing and I would go request shit?
Yeah.
Whole night would go through. Hey, what happened to my song? Yeah, I didn't feel like playing it.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Fuck you.
I remember those.
But that's what I mean. Like I will take responsibility in the fact that I could have DJ'd if I wanted to, but I haven't DJ'd since the last Epic Party.
Epic Party, yeah.
So it's just like, and I don't have the equipment in all reality. I mean, my
That's
mixer
all right.
is like fucking a little tiny thing, but
Yeah, that's all right though. So yeah, I think even on the next ones that we do, like that we have planned out, you know, I think we'll have some speakers. We'll have.
that's my thing is
We have our phones we're gonna hook up to,
That's
and
what I'm
that's
saying.
what we're gonna.
Maybe that's what we need to do for these first couple that aren't like huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is we get everybody's song requests, we put them on a playlist,
Yeah.
and then we just let the playlist shuffle, and whatever comes up comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then, you know,
Yeah. Well,
Nobody can
the
complain.
next one I think is gonna be pretty fun because we're doing a little summer thing.
yeah, we're gonna do an outdoor
And-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That one's
Better
gonna
be
good.
fun.
Oh,
So-
it will be. We already pretty much got it
I
kinda planned
know,
out.
Yeah.
and-
I'm not a part of it, so
it's gonna be sick.
I hope so.
Better be.
Yeah, I hope so. And that's the thing is, like I said, I would love for these parties to continue.
Yeah.
But what last night did was
Left a
show
bad
me.
taste in your mouth.
No, last night showed
Well,
me,
For me, it did.
the fact that we don't have skate culture in Utah.
Oh yeah.
We have skate community, but not skate culture.
Yep.
Because if we had skate culture, everybody in that building would have been pissed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine if he did that shit in
In-
fucking Atlanta?
Oh,
That
Oh
wouldn't
my
happen in
God.
Atlanta.
that would nah. That
They
would.
would
that
drag
wouldn't
him
happen
out of the
in Atlanta.
fucking building. Like,
Yep.
I can't. I don't know.
All right. Enough
That's
about
alright.
skate
Anyways,
connection.
Let's hate. Let's keep going.
We went to Vegas, bro.
Yeah,
we did.
Dennis was a part of
We
the
did.
party that went to Vegas.
Yes, it was fun though.
He sucked
it,
ass.
It was definitely fun. One thing, and I don't know if it's everywhere. Airbnb in Vegas. Do
Oh
they
my
all
God,
have
bro.
a quiet time?
That's just Vegas because you got to remember people usually go to Vegas
To
to
party.
fucking party and
Yeah.
party hard.
Yeah, but
Right.
like I feel like I've never had that before.
No, at normal Airbnbs, no.
Yeah, but it's-
It was ridiculous,
It
bro.
was.
Normal Airbnbs,
was
every once
stupid.
in a while you'll find an Airbnb somewhere else that will have a noise
yeah.
table or whatever. But
This one was
Vegas
Dude,
is like king for
10
it.
o'clock. No talking. Like
He got a
30
text.
decibel. Yeah,
He got a text at like 11. He was like, "You guys are too high. Like speaking
loud,
too high,
like,
too loud. Like what the fuck, man?
I know.
Why the hell are we-
I know you guys got mad at me, you know, but I'm like,
No, I
What-
didn't
what-
get mad at you. I was mad at the guy, but I knew you like I knew that you weren't
Yeah.
trying to get
Once
kicked
again,
out or
it's the same
anything.
situation that happened with my lady
yeah,
last night, right?
yeah,
Is she was the bridge.
yeah, yeah,
Like, he wasn't mad at you. He was mad at the person.
yeah.
But you're the bridge in between, so he's going to voice it to you, and hopefully
Yeah.
you'll voice it to them.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yep.
he was trying to do. Same thing with everybody else, and that's where now I'm not as mad because I know that it wasn't, Because I thought people were, like, individually going up to her and, like, cussing her out, and I was
No.
like,
No.
I'm
No,
going to
no.
fuck y'all up.
No, you know we
No.
would have had her back.
Exactly.
Like, right then and there, we were like,
Well, and that's why I
Well,
was so pissed, because I was like, where the fuck is everybody else?
Fun fact: we're lucky we didn't go early yesterday because there was a fight. Explain to us what happened.
Was there a
hell,
fight?
dude.
Yeah,
Well, almost.
Almost.
Ooh, dude, I was
Between
so
who and
open
who?
for
Was it people that we know, or was it
it was
just-
No, it's
five.
just-
It was
just
five
public.
white kids.
five white
Five
kids.
white kids.
Okay, so they end up, and we'll get back to Vegas. Okay,
the ADHD podcast is in full effect.
squirrel. No, so we're skating around, playing disco music, whatever. It's just kind of like warming up. There's five white kids. They end up taking off their shirts. Not like
Sorry. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about that.
oh shit. so they end up taking off their shirts, skating around. So the floor guards and all of them, they see it, start making announcements. They're like, hey, you need to put your shirts on. the floor guards basically start going after him and like, hey, you need to put your shirt on, And I feel like 3 of the kids did, 2 of them didn't, and then they start like skating around, avoiding him, And there's a couple people they end up being stopped. They get confronted, they're bitchy about it, kind of like,
Yeah, of course.
Daddy's money.
yeah,
They're Draper kids. That's
Yeah.
that's all you got to say. They're Draper kids.
Draper kids, fucking Draper kids.
Most entitled pieces of garbage.
Wait, where do you live?
I live in Sandy.
Sandy. Okay.
Homeboy.
How close are we?
About a mile down the road. Less than that. But
than a
still,
mile.
that's why I'm saying all of them.
Yeah.
I see them all the time everywhere else. I'm just like, you guys are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so one gets confronted. He's about to get kicked out. Another kid is going around, and he is avoiding everybody. Like, he doesn't want to listen to anybody, nothing like that. And finally, Dory, like, as he's coming around, she just kind of grabs him on the side, just, like, barely, just to, be like, hey, slow down. Like, you need to, put your shirt on and stuff. And his friend, he has a shirt on. He's defending him. He's like, hey, you can't touch people like that. He's like, the fuck? I can touch whoever I want,
Well, I mean, you can't, but yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. She's like, shut the fuck up. Like, first off, you're in an establishment with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Running away from people while, So anyhow.
It's like, keep talking and your body's going to get spread across 6 states.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing that shit.
So,
And me and Dory have gotten into it a couple times, but
yeah.
when it comes to people fucking with Dory, it's there's no
Don't
like
fuck with her.
there's no waiting. There's no like seeing what's going on. It's I'm decking you in the face.
Yeah.
Dude, so his friend ended up staying next to her, and they're talking. I don't know what they're talking about. I think they were just kind of discussing like, hey, it's unsafe. He's going way too fast. He needs to tell him to put a shirt on, all that stuff. So I come up like kind of to the side of Dory. So it's him and Dory, and I just kind of come between them. Mm-hmm. And I'm standing there, and this kid just goes, he kind of turns around and he sees me.
He's like an inch taller than Dory.
Yeah,
just
so
like
he just goes like this. I'm like, yo, is everything good? He's like, yeah, my name is, I can't remember his fucking name, but he's like, what's your name? I'm like, that don't fucking matter. I'm like, Dory, you good? She's like, yeah, everything is good. He's like, yeah, what's your name, dude? I'm like, that don't fucking matter, dude. Just I want to make sure she's good, and yeah, you can skate off. He's like, dude, the look on his face, though, it was just like a,
No, I wouldn't.
It's
even
funny.
Said, I wouldn't even said it doesn't matter. I would have just ignored him.
yeah. Dude,
Actually, I would have even taken it a step farther and said, "Who is talking to me right now?
Who the fuck are you?
Who is talking to me? I can't see
I mean,
anyone that's
seriously,
talking
like,
to me."
down here, just
Because
I just-
that
that
pisses
looks
off short people so
Yeah.
bad, especially short dudes that have little
Yeah.
man complex. When you're like, "Who's talking to me?" and you just look over them, they're like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
Dude, it was so funny. But yeah, and then there was another kid that ended up pushing, like another, I don't know if he was a regular or whatnot, but he ended up pushing like the kid that was shirtless kind of to the side, trying to get him off the floor. And that's where the fight almost like really broke out. And I was like, dude, why would have decked him so fucking hard? I was
No, but
waiting for
it's
the
like
chance,
if
but I couldn't.
something would have happened to Dory, bro.
Once again.
Imagine me, you, fucking Tyrone and Moses. Oh boy,
And
it would have, and Dennis,
Bro.
it would have been on, bro. It would have been on.
We would have beat his ass, dragged him out of the parking
Yeah.
lot, and Dennis would have grabbed his gun. And
Even
put it to his head
if
and
I
said,
would have been there, I
"What
would
you
have
want to do, homeboy?"
Like, I'm like,
I told Dennis, I'm like,
go inside. Give me the videotapes from this. You can't give this to the cops.
yeah.
Exactly.
No, but I told Dennis, I'm like, you're lucky my ass wasn't here 30 minutes early, because I would have fucked him up. I would have fucked someone up.
Oh, dude,
That's
it
for
was-
sure.
No, I would have been the one that shoved him off the floor. In all reality, I would have skated right next to him and pulled Clark and just shoved him right off the fucking floor.
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh.
it happened on Thursday as well.
Really?
Yeah. So your lady was sitting next to Dory.
Oh yeah.
And then the dude like accidentally like was going fast around and got off to the side and fell on Dory. And my brother
Oh,
was
where he,
sitting
like-
next to me
Yeah.
and he like stood there. And I like pushed my brother. I'm like, bro, get the fuck off Dory. And I'm like, Dory, are you good? Like,
Yeah, she told me that. She's just like,
I got
she was,
in
like,
Mama
laughing.
Bear.
Yeah, she was like laughing because she was just like, she's like, this kid didn't mean to do it at all on
Yeah.
purpose. And then everybody started to jump on his neck, and she
I
was
know.
just like, wow, okay.
He's probably like, What did I
He's like,
just
"What did I just
do?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
very protective over Dory.
Oh yeah,
Well, we're,
So
the thing
protective.
is,
we all are like all.
we're
over our
protective
women.
over. No, not even over a woman. That's the whole reason why I left last night. It's the whole reason why I say fuck Austin forever. Fuck you forever. Right?
forever.
Because-
and ever.
Exactly. 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 Because don't fucking disrespect one of our skaters.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm super protective
Yeah.
over our group of skaters.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
thing. If he would have said something to you, it would have been
Yeah.
the same. I would have been on the same energy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't play that shit.
Yeah.
And you,
Well,
You disrespect one of us, you're
well,
messing with
I
all
think,
of us.
I think
Exactly.
that's what I was trying to say. Not just over our women, like over my skate partner. I'm gonna be way more protective over that than
You
know,
disrespecting me.
If somebody just, I'll be like,
Okay,
Well,
cool.
the difference.
I'll be like, hey, are you good? You'll be like, yeah, I'm good. Or he needs to go, and then we'll, do the thing where if it was my skate partner, it doesn't matter if you were sorry or not. I'll grab you and pull you back. And be like,
Well,
"Get the
that's-
fuck off." And then
That's
let's
what I'm
figure this out.
saying is like the differences between us dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's a different kind of reaction. Like,
Yeah.
like when you starting to get in the shit,
Yeah.
I walk over, just in case. Right.
Mhm.
If something's happened to one of the girls in our group, it's swing first mentality.
It's swing,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then
like-
ask questions.
Exactly. It's swing first, and then I'll ask you what. did you
Don't
do
act
wrong.
cocky around our skaters because
It's
we
not
will.
cockiness. It's fucking.
Uh,
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Don't be
dumb.
stupid around our skaters because we
And
will
don't-
come after you,
And
bro.
don't disrespect our skaters. Like,
Oh.
oh,
You remember that story? We are so off from Vegas. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
But you remember that story with Darian and as we were skating back? I don't know. Did he ever tell you?
No.
Like Darian and I were skating backwards, and this kid ends up like running into Darian. He's like, "Hey, you need to watch where you're going," and all that stuff. And Darian just kind of stood there. He's like, "What's going on?" And I just flipped around. I'm like I came in between them two, pushed Darian out of the way. I'm like, "What you gonna do, bro?" He's like,
That's what
you
I
guys
love.
need to watch where you're going and all
That's
that
what I
stuff.
love, bro.
That's the one with the fucking broken jaw and stuff that he had. He's like, I have a broken jaw and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, tell me what else is broken so I can just kind of re-break it.
Exactly. I just said, "Oh, your jaw's broken. You want me to shatter it for you?" I was like,
Well,
"I can
we
turn
were-
that
we
shit into
talked
pieces
about
of
it
glass if
yesterday.
you'd like me to."
We talked about it yesterday. It was a while ago. You probably don't remember, but you remember when the dude wanted to fight me.
Keep going.
And it was his white kid that wanted to fight me, and then like my friend backed me up, pushed him out of the way, and then the whole rink was fucking involved. And then Dory knew him, and he was like,
oh,
"You
shit,
don't."
yeah. Down by the wall.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
wall
down
is
by the
not-
wall, and she was like, "You don't want this." It was
Yeah.
5 of them against like 30 or 40 of us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's like, you don't want
Yeah.
this. You, need
You
to
don't
go.
want this
Just
problem,
go. Just
homeboy.
go.
No.
Yeah, she was telling me about that. She's like,
That
you
is
don't
where-
want to see your ass
that is
beat
where-
right now, please.
Calling back to the last episode, that is where we are very similar to Polly's.
Yeah.
Where if you
Yeah.
fuck with one of us,
You fuck
Fuck
with
with
all
all
of
you're
of
gonna
us.
fuck with all of us,
Yeah.
and we're gonna jump on your ass.
Dude, I love Polynesians, dude.
They're my favorite people.
They're my favorite
amazing
people.
people.
Polly's and black people are my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
You get along with them so well, and they're they're easy going
'Cause they're
until you
chill.
piss somebody off.
Exactly, they're chill until you make them mad, and
Yeah.
then it's
And
they
then
see
they're-
red.
they're gonna
and then
fuck you up.
Fuck you up.
Alright.
And then you're like, whoa, 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 chill. I'm sorry.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Back to Vegas. dude.
Back to Vegas, guys. Sorry about that.
Slightly off track.
We're like music. We're
We're like
on
music.
and off.
Yeah, music pretty much stays on track.
All right, back to Vegas.
Back to Vegas, guys.
Alright, we're
Sorry
back
about
to
that.
Vegas. Oh my gosh, it's so off track. It just
Sorry.
squirrel.
3 hours
Hey.
later.
I mean,
Damn.
we'll be lucky if this might be a 4 hours.
We're only in the second one. No.
Yeah, exactly. We're 40. We're almost an hour in, and we're only on the second topic. That's fucking ridiculous.
But I don't even know where we stopped. We started with the
We
Airbnb.
talked about the
and all
Airbnb.
that.
Screw the
yeah,
Airbnb.
That was, it was dumb. It was fun though.
Yeah.
It was a nice place. It was all good. Just the fucking noise ordinance was It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why you got to go like St. George and then like drive out for the sessions.
well, there's different places. I feel like so there was one place in Vegas I wanted to book so bad, but it got booked like the night before I booked it, and I was like, son of a bitch. But yeah. So anyhow, it's all right.
Which, by the way, back to just taking trips. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up with you because you're usually the one that books stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're also the one that usually eats it when people decide not to show up, like me.
Yep.
right? So this is what
Yep.
my family's doing for our family reunion, because we're doing a big Airbnb down in St. George for our family reunion, right? So my sister is the one that is putting it on her card to book the room, right?
Yeah.
But she has until, I think, July 2nd to cancel it and get a full refund.
Yeah.
So she basically said, if y'all don't pay me by July 2nd, we're not going.
Yeah,
Because nobody else is
that's,
gonna book
that's the thing, though, is then the other ones get taken up.
No,
and then
but
you're like,
that's the thing. Is if people bail, then you cancel that and
Yeah.
you find something.
I told Dennis from
you
like,
find something for yourself at that point. In all reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Dennis from like the
But-
day one. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm coming to the trip, so like the day of, like I will let you know if I'm coming or not.
Yeah.
And then it was like
But those kind of people get
hella early in the
last
morning, and I'm
two.
like, all right, bitch, I'm coming.
I would say even if you did this, is like plan for the people that are going,
yeah.
and get the money first, then book the room, and then if people want to tag on, then
We'll
they
see
sleep
that-
on couches or
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Sometimes those Airbnbs, like, they don't have extra room, or they don't have.
Oh,
you
there's
know,
always extra
things.
room.
And what?
There's
We
always
can make
room.
extra room.
You
We
can
can
always-
make extra room.
I'm just saying, because in all reality,
But you know, some of them do charge extra, like if you have more people there than what you.
well,
said
then
you're
the
gonna
people.
have.
But I'm saying, then the people who decided to come last minute pay that
They
fee.
can pay, yeah.
But anyways, sorry,
Sure.
random topic on that.
All right. Yeah.
Just ideas for future
Yeah.
trips.
Yeah.
Just because I know I've fucked you up a couple times doing that.
No, it's
Quite
alright.
a
And
few
and
times.
even this one, I ended up paying. It was like almost 500 and something, like
Extra.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I only charged $100 per person,
Yeah.
but I paid, I just paid the remaining.
Yeah.
So
I
that
mean,
was that. Plus the
You're
heated
starting to
pool
get
and
money
stuff.
now, so you can do that kind of shit. You're not as worried about it when I was fucking you over.
I was like, dude.
Because it happened like 4 or 5 times where I'd be like, yeah, we're going. And then like
Yeah.
a week before, I'd be like, bro, we can't swing it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I was like, you could have gotten a different Airbnb for cheaper.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to go out to
But-
Vegas. Like I said, I want to try and go out end of April if we can.
Yeah.
You wanted to
Unless there's a party before that.
Yeah, you want to do like a group thing again, or you want to do like a?
No, I
Or
would.
we'll
I would
figure-
be fine with a group,
Yeah.
but it's just
No, so I was telling Dennis, like, we might just go on a Sunday, just go drive the 5 hours there.
I
Just
won't
to be
do
for
that,
the
but
Probably
skate night?
not one day, but maybe
Yeah.
2 days. Like
Maybe
No,
2 days.
I
That
won't do that. I'm sorry, but
You won't?
no. If I'm gonna go to Vegas, I'm gonna go for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the
Weekend.
entirety of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just go for a night.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go somewhere for a night, honestly, I'm gonna go to Rush. But nobody wants to go to Rush because everybody wants to stay in their own little bubble. But it's fine.
Don't burst my bubble, bro.
That's what
But,
kind of annoyed me with Thursday. Like it turned out being a good night, but
Yeah.
still, it was like, it's like
I told you
I
from
want
early.
us-
I
but
was
that's the
like,
thing is
I
I
wasn't
want-
sure if I was gonna
I know, but that's the thing is I want us to stop, like, staying
That was weird.
conformed. Sorry, I want us to stop staying conformed to just Orem and just Sandy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's go
Like-
hit Logan.
Like that's what I wanted to
Like,
talk to you
nobody wants
about.
to
Is
go.
like if this Tuesday, if you want to go to Logan, I'm totally down.
Dude, I
I'm
went
totally game.
because you guys fucking bailed out on me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Fuck
again,
you.
off subject, but not off subject, but like I was like, yeah, let's go hit Logan. And you guys were like, yeah, let's do it. And then everybody was like,
No, I
no,
I
it
didn't have
was-
my car. My car
yeah.
was in the shop.
yeah, but it
So
was
and my
Darian.
parents weren't even in town. So I was like,
It
hey,
was fucking-
can someone give me a fucking ride?
Yeah.
And then Darren was like, oh yeah, I know, I'm gonna go. And then he calls me. He's like, oh, I thought we were going to Rush.
Yeah, because he called me. He's like,
No.
I thought this was the wooden floor one. I'm like, no, I
No.
said Logan, like
Yeah.
Cache Valley Fun Park.
Yeah, and
He's
then I
like,
called and I'm like, bro, I am so sorry.
yeah,
And then
so I
he
was
ended
like,
up going by himself. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
like
fuck.
I am at like I'm pulling into Classic, and I'm like, Ethan, I guess that's a no from you
Yeah.
either. And he's like, yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna stay. So I'm like, you turn back onto the freeway, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going tonight.
Yeah.
So I just left.
And
Well,
then
like I
he
said,
ended
if
up
you want to
seeing
go this
Diego.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down. No,
Yeah.
this
I'm down to go
Tuesday,
this Tuesday.
I have my car. Everything's good. So.
But that's what I
can
mean.
come.
It's like instead of suffering through another one of some random night, I would rather just let's go to different rinks.
Yeah.
Let's go experience.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun out there.
You know what I
Like
mean?
there was some people that can skate. There was I think 2 guys that go to Orem on Saturdays. They were there, but it was weird because like I came in and I started kind of skating around, and it was so weird because like when you're the best at a place, everybody like stares at you,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is so weird because like I want to skate, but there's nobody to skate with, and nobody can do the stuff I do. But like if I hop in the middle and I do my stuff, then all of a sudden like everybody just kind of, I've noticed that everybody just kind of goes to the side and watches.
They
And
either
they're like,
they either do that, or you have the asshole frat boys that try and undercut you while
Yeah.
you're doing shit.
I've had some of that.
Bro,
shit.
I've kicked
So-
a couple people because they try and undercut me, and I'm not stopping, bro.
Yeah.
I'm too
Dude,
big
so-
for that. I'm 230 pounds, bro.
Right now,
I'm not fucking stopping. You come behind me, the skate's gonna come down and crack you in the head.
Dude, but that was crazy. But like I was sitting there, it was what, like 10:30 or something like that. And I'm like, I think I'm just gonna go home. Like I wasn't feeling it, and all of a sudden I see like somebody just get on the skate floor, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. It's like as he's coming around, I'm like, that kind of looks like Diego. He's coming around. Look at the face. He's got his hoodie like from Classic, and I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking Diego. So like I get out there. And I'm skating backwards, and he comes around. He's doing his thing, whatever. He looks up. He's like, "What the fuck?" Dude? Yeah, it was a few.
That's
kids
how
from
you guys
Orem.
were with me down when I lived in Logan.
Yeah,
When I was in middle
yeah.
school, because I had won a couple weeks and you guys weren't there, and then I
Oh,
went like the third week, and I was like halfway through it, and I was just like, ugh, whatever, right? And I was like ready to just skate home,
Yeah,
and then you guys walk in, and I was like, is that fucking Dennis? I was like, that is fucking Dennis. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
dude, that was fun, man.
That was you and Will and what's his name? James.
James.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my, I haven't seen James forever.
Dude, talk about somebody who was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
James was in that same category. Of
He
like,
was.
He
He
was.
was.
He was. Like
shoot.
James was like. He was like.
Good question now.
He was like a better version of Jensen.
Yeah,
He was like.
Yeah.
He was like Jensen with rhythm. Basically,
I would.
Yeah.
I would have loved to.
it was
see
like
that.
Jensen with someone who can actually carry a beat. Basically.
yeah.
Which, by the way, I want to say just one thing, and he probably doesn't watch these, but I do want to give some props to DJ CJ because he came up to me last night because when
DJ CJ, I don't know who it is.
the jam skater DJ, skate crew DJ, the one that
Oh,
DJs all the
really?
parades,
Yeah.
Connor.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
Connor
Connor.
Jensen.
But
Okay.
but he because we got into it when the George Floyd thing happened and we were going back and forth on stuff. And he's has more of a right wing view on life, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. To each their own.
Yep.
And so we got into it a couple times on comment sections and different places and shit like that, right? So he came up to me last night and he's like, "Bro, I hope you know it was no hard feelings." And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little mad originally, but then after going through argument after argument after argument, I was like, I gotta stop looking at these as arguments
Yeah.
and look at them as just conversations,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that changed the whole attitude of like people coming back with comments, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there was this other kid that was on. He's an old friend from Ogden, and he's also the same kind of way.
Okay.
And so he would comment on my posts, and so I started having conversations instead of arguing with him and saying, "Let's come to a middle ground."
Yeah.
Which is why I want to start my political podcast because that's where
Yeah.
I want to. But I don't have anyone that actually knows how to talk politics with me right now. But that's fine.
I stopped caring about that. I was kind of like, fuck.
That's
this
the thing
shit.
is most people my age are the same way. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
don't care.
I just
So it's
don't
like,
care.
who am I going to talk to?
Yeah.
I have to talk to some old geezer.
It's Big Monday.
All right. We have to get back on Vegas.
All right.
bro.
Back, well,
We
no,
have to get back
we're-
on Vegas. I'm
we're done
sorry.
with Vegas. Vegas was fun. We'll go out again.
What
Yes,
did
it
you
was.
like about it? What did you not like about it? Like skating wise.
Skating wise, I loved that the people there, they're so accepting and
Yeah.
they're willing to learn and teach and take their time and just kind of get you involved
Well, and
with them.
this is why I've said over and over again, I want to go to rinks on their public sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is because 90% of the skating culture is
Yeah.
like that when they're not at a party,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? So it's like that's why I want to go when it's just their
Open
regular old
regular
sessions.
Yeah.
Because then they're honestly one, they will see you because
Yeah.
when it's a party, they're just having fun.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But when it's public sessions, they try and help grow their
Oh, yeah.
skating community and culture. right?
Absolutely.
So when they see someone that they haven't seen before with their own skates that's actually good, then
Yeah.
they'll come up and be like, "Yo, Who
Where
are
you
you?
from?
Where are
Yeah.
you from?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why are you here?
What's going on?
Yeah.
That's what we got a lot on. Like on Friday,
Oh, yeah.
like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, where are you guys from? Utah? Oh, cool."
Yeah.
And then Saturday, and then Sunday.
Yeah. So,
But
like,
I'm so thankful we were able to stay on Sunday, because you got like so many
Yeah.
people were unsure, and I was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm staying." Like, you can go in the back of your car, but I'm sorry, I'm staying.
Yeah.
Like,
so we definitely hit that, and it was crazy because we had some like few people come up, and they're like, "Hey, you guys are from Utah, huh?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Yeah."
yeah.
We didn't know like Utah had good skaters. We're like, there's a handful of us.
Yeah.
Well, we have good skaters out here.
Yeah.
It's just
Good rhythm skaters, I should say.
no. We
People
have
keep a beat.
we have let's
up.
say we have skilled skaters out here.
Skilled
skaters.
skaters. Yes.
We don't necessarily have great skaters out here
Yeah.
because like only half of us can actually carry a beat.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
we have talent.
We have talent.
Talent skaters.
We have potential.
potential skaters. We'll put
Exactly.
it that. Potential skaters.
Yeah.
So,
So, but that was pretty fun. And then like hitting some of those areas, like I've never been to Fremont Street, so that was
Mhm.
nice to go
Yeah.
check it out.
it's funny going to Fremont Street. You just see so many fucked up people like just walking. But hey,
Well,
that's the life of Vegas.
There
dude.
was
Vegas, man.
there was I'm gonna get into this. So we ended up taking a picture. You know how you have street performers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like all around. So there's
Is
this.
it
Oh, it's the ladies, man. It's the ladies. So
No.
so there's a lady. I don't know. She could have been
like
yeah,
20s,
yeah.
mid-20s, 30s.
Yeah. So there's two of them. One is in a cop outfit, and then the other one is pretty much naked. She's got
Yeah.
pasties and
It's Vegas. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
a thing of thong, and I think that was it, right? So anyway, so Mandel goes up. He's talking to you. He's like,
He was talking to me,
take a
come, and
picture
I'm
with
like,
me.
I'm
Come
not
take a
really
picture with
feeling
me.
it. He's like, why you creeped
Doesn't
out? And I
want
was
to,
like,
dude.
I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm not about
Not
that.
feeling
Like,
it, dude. You were scared as shit.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then Dennis was like, all right, let's fucking do this shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go.
Yeah. So once he's like, oh, okay. So we're standing there, and we go, we take some pictures, and like this girl, I don't know what it is. I was not feeling her whatsoever. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to take a picture in the first place because it's not really my thing. But I'm like, Vandal wanted to do it. I'm like, let's fucking do it. It's cool. But she just goes on, and she's like, yeah, you're so strong. I was like, okay, like just take a take a picture.
Just fucking with you.
Wow, bro.
You gotta bring the
That was
roast
good,
back,
that
old
was-
man.
that was good, that was- I got
That's why, because you couldn't get it up. That's why. You forgot to pop that blue pill.
you. That's what I forgot.
You
I took
forgot
the red
to-
one.
No,
I took
you-
the red one. Fuck.
You took some ibuprofen. You thought it was. That's why you need Blue Chew.
Shit. But
You
yeah.
guys know what
So
Blue
she-
Chew is?
No, absolutely not.
I'll
The
tell you
what?
what. Finish your story, then I'll tell you.
Blue Chew. So
Do you know what Blue Chew is?
so
Of course, the old man doesn't know what Blue Chew is, even though he probably needs it the most.
fuck, man. Damn. I do. But ain't
Hey, I
everybody's
told
gotta
you.
know.
I told you we'd come on this podcast and roast the shit out of you.
So
I'm
let
sorry.
me finish the fucking shit because it gets good. So anyway, so she's like, filming and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, just take a picture, so because I'm not like, I just want to get out of here, and
Just like
she-
he does with every other girl in this room.
wow, man, damn, I knew this was gonna go somewhere. Fuck.
Sorry, bro. Keep going.
You
It's
ain't-
just because you've already told me the story, so I know where to like interject and say shit.
So-
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
No, you won't. I know he's got something else
You're
up his
right, I
sleeve.
won't.
So
Cheeto
Anyways.
puff looking ass.
so it's fuck, dude. I'm gonna lose where I'm at the story.
She was
So-
rubbing on you, telling
yeah,
you
it was
lies.
rubbing
Yeah,
on you.
and she's like, "Yeah, you feeling me?" Straight face, nothing. I just kind of turn her. I'm like, "Actually, no, I'm not." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry." She just goes to, she's like, well, do you have like a donation for me? I'm like, he's got it for both of you guys. Oh, well, we're not together. Like, we don't share.
Oh, that's,
I'm
I was like,
that's
I was
too
like,
bad
that's
because
bullshit.
he's got the money. So, thanks. Bye.
Fucking Vandal gave her a $20 bill.
$20.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
So if they're sharing it, it's $10 a piece. That seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 at the most. The other one,
See, that's
the
your
one with the
problem.
cop outfit.
You're used to cheap hookers. That's fine.
That's
I
what
get
it
it.
is, dude. Because I don't want to pay.
Exactly.
That's how I keep my money.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're a master negotiator, just like you did with the guy in Mexico. You do that with all your hoes.
Dude, the guy in Mexico.
So can I
man.
get you down just a little bit lower? $5?
We'll talk about this in a minute.
No, we already talked about it. We don't need to
Yeah,
talk about
We'll
it.
get
We
back to
already
it.
talked
Like, we did?
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
Oh, fuck. It was that long ago?
Yeah.
Shit.
Old man.
It's my age, dude. It is my age.
Old man.
I
yes.
can't get it up. My brain is going to shit. Damn.
Anyway.
But yeah, other than that, like, it was pretty fun.
I love.
I enjoyed it.
We clicked in with the like with their skating community
Oh,
culture
yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
I clicked in right away, bro.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
dude, they all loved us
I
because
will
they're
say,
like,
you
holy
need-
shit, white
you need
people
to get-
have rhythm.
You need to get your fibers.
I'm gonna get my.
Because I'm going to be
fibers.
100% honest. Your clip that they recorded when you were skating on Moe's fibers,
Yeah.
that was the best clip of skating I've ever seen you do.
Yeah.
seriously.
Like,
Yeah.
you just, I don't know what it is. Maybe you feel more comfortable with fibers.
I just did. No, I got.
I-
on my, when
you know
we
what
came
I
back
think
to
it is?
Utah.
You know what I think it is, though? I think it's your style.
Mhm.
Not even your skating. I'm saying your clothing style
Yeah.
fits those skates more than they do the
With-
172s.
Yeah.
Like 172s,
Yeah.
you know, there's a
I
certain
came
style
back
that goes
from
with
to Utah on that Monday. We
Yeah.
skated, and I put the skates, and I was like, I'm not feeling this, bro. And I told Moses, I was like, bro, I feel weird. Like, I'm not about that. No, but I'm talking to the
You
guy right
definitely
now.
should.
I'm gonna get fibers soon.
them. Yeah. Are you talking
And then-
to Moe's guy?
So it's gonna be me, Moses,
My lady was trying to get some from
and Parker. So then those will be the 3
Yeah.
Will?
skaters in Utah with only
Yeah.
fibers. So
Like,
Well,
it's
no,
like-
I mean, there's a kid that has the micro woodies.
Mhm.
Those aren't fibers, but they're close.
yeah. So
They're closer look-wise to the fibers, but
yeah, I felt a little like I watched that video and I felt like a little. I could have done something better, but then I watched it again. And I'm like,
no, bro.
I
that was
loved
your
it.
best video of
so.
skating.
And we were actually mid podcast, and then I looked at my phone and I see Vegas Rollers tagged in the post, and I'm like, no fucking way, bro. So
yeah, we love that.
that
it was
nice.
awesome, dude. Vegas. I can't wait to come back, you guys. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So hopefully
I can't
end
wait
of
to
April.
come for the first time.
for once,
Finally, you're growing up.
Hey.
at least
You
he
know?
doesn't go on the fucking glass and knocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
You
bitch.
fucking gorilla. That's what I hate. Like, sometimes you try and powder keg stories, and I'm like, that is not how it happened.
It did.
No, it is not, Dennis. Stop lying. You lying.
You lying bitch.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always
I
lying?
knew that was coming up. Fucking dick.
I'm just fucking around. Which,
Yeah.
so, I put this on the board, and we're going to jump back to the topic above it, but I would like you to explain why you decided to
Walk off.
stop.
And be
podcasting.
honest, like be brutally honest. That's
Oh,
what
I
we
was
planned.
going to.
Just
I
saying.
wasn't going to sugarcoat
Just
the
saying.
shit like I did everything else. And
Because we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So my thing is, I just felt it was always more of a attack on people. It was always kind of like bringing people down, and I, even though sometimes I do it, I hate it. Like I don't like to bring people down just because there's different people, there's different skate styles, there's different things and whatnot. But then the other thing on top of everything else is people look up to me, and I hate to see that. Like, I don't want that to reflect on me because that's not really who I am. So, like, when people are, rude or bringing people down and you're associated with that kind of a group, everybody else kind of looks at it as, oh, he's that way too. He's that type of an asshole and whatnot. So I'm not gonna talk to him no more. I'm not gonna do whatever. And that was the fucking hard part because I love this.
Yeah.
I love to sit here and fuck around and talk and do all this stuff. So if it was, if it wasn't so much bashing.
Well, this is what we said
And
yesterday.
yeah.
It's more of we're going to try and change this from this point on in the episode because we've already talked some shit. But is we give more criticism than congratulations.
Yeah.
Right? But that's because we said this in the 4th episode. I was telling you. The whole, like, what I want people when they come on this podcast is I want you to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
But I also want you to be accountable for your fuck-ups.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
your mishaps or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where I will take accountability because in those first couple episodes, in all reality, because I use this podcast to kind of get shit off my chest.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. Like 98% of the time that I come skating, I'm just gone, right? So I don't have the energy nor the brain capacity to go up and tell. That's when, like Paul, when we had the conversation, he was like, the one thing I wish you would have done is just came up and talked to me. I'm like, bro, when I'm at the rink, I'm there to skate. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm upset, but I'm not thinking about going up and talking to you because I'm,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
You're
I'm
already
not
in that.
I'm not in that capacity.
Yeah.
Like if I was stone cold sober, then definitely I would
Yeah.
go up and have that conversation. But let's be real, 98% of the time I'm not. So, and that's where like I don't want to have like. That's another thing too is like people. You never know how someone's going to take something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to have that conversation there.
Yeah.
Then have you try and get in my face, and now I got to whoop your ass for trying to get in my face, and then it's just a whole ordeal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But,
And that's why we don't want to we don't want to get to that point.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that was my thing is
But that's why I say it on the podcast because it's like people that watch us,
Yeah.
you know, they want to know that kind of stuff.
yeah.
They want to know our opinions and our feelings on stuff that we see,
Yeah.
whether it's in state or out of state. In all
Yeah.
reality. But anyways,
I
keep
agree.
going.
So that was just my thing, and I felt like if that would have changed in the beginning,
Mhm.
I would have been, still here and
Yeah.
been like, all right, we can do this and look at a little bit more of a positive thing than fuck that DJ, fuck that music, fuck this thing.
Well, and this
Like,
is
it-
where
it- Sorry, go ahead.
this is where like we've tried to change this now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Is because like originally I thought I was doing this,
Uh-huh.
but then when I went back and watched it, it was like, okay, it's coming off not the way I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's like we are never going to come at you personally.
Yeah.
For who you are as a person, I will never have anything to say unless you're a shitty fucking person.
Yeah.
Right? If
Yeah.
you're a shitty person, then fuck you. Basically, like I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah.
Right? But like Paul's a good kid. I think he's
We
he's a
again, we
good
said
kid.
it, we respect Paul a
If
lot.
Paul
Yeah.
wasn't, we said this on the last one. If Paul wasn't a DJ, he
Yeah.
would probably be in our inner circle.
Yeah.
Like he'd probably be one of the homies.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't agree with what he does as a DJ as
Yeah.
of right now. And I told him
Yeah.
this: if shit changes, then I'll come on here.
and we'll give props to him.
I'll give all the praise in the world to say, you know what?
Yeah.
We talked this. He changed it.
Yeah.
I got
We
nothing
figured
but
it
good things to
out.
say.
It's, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I think there's just obviously there's different ways to come about it,
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And that's where I'm saying
say
like,
it.
that's
So-
where we've tried to change it to be like make sure that we explain this isn't personal.
Yeah.
This is
It's
business,
not to hurt nobody's
right?
feelings.
Yeah.
It's just how we feel, and it might come off as
Yeah.
us being bitches, but like again,
Well, and once again, like before, when I say you can't choose how someone reacts
Yeah.
to something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
you can't. You
So
absolutely
it's like even if I say something that I say this is totally not personal, they could still take it personal, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
fine. If
Yeah.
you decide to take it personal, more power to you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that seems like a miserable life. But whatever.
Whatever.
Not for me to judge. You do you. Anyways, so
But yeah, so that was my thing, and like I said, it was just being out there and people knowing you. It's you
Well-
really have to look at how you act and what you do and what you say without offending people or making people mad, and because word of mouth travels so much faster than anything else. It doesn't matter. Like
Yep.
maybe a few people can see this podcast and be like, oh, you know, he said this or he said that or whatever. But when you get one person be like, this guy fucking talked shit on this and this, that person is gonna tell 3 people. Those 3 people are gonna tell, and it just fucking.
Well, maybe
spreads.
that's the difference between me and you is that you're, for the most part,
Yeah.
I would say probably majority, you are liked by the skaters.
Yeah.
For the last 3
Hopefully.
years, except for our group and even in our group,
Yeah.
I'm not extremely liked because
But
I
you can
am.
change that.
But the thing is, I don't want to because that's
Okay.
not who I am.
Okay.
Because who I am is I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Yep.
But then if you see something that I fucked up on, I will take responsibility for that. But I'm also not going to let you off on. I want you to take responsibility for your. I'm not saying you personally.
Yeah,
but
no.
I want that person to take responsibility for what I'm saying about them and change it.
Yeah.
Same thing with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take responsibility for where I fucked up and I'll try and change it.
Yeah.
Remember when you called me out with the whole like Dory thing? When Jacob quit the group, I quit the group, and all that, and you guys called me out. Like, I decided to change. Like now, I can walk into the rink.
And like I said,
Not
if
even
that's
the
what
first time people, I'm already like, oh hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, and
Instead of like before when I was just a little bitchy ass kid, and now like you know, things can happen, things
attitude
changes.
goes a long way, dude.
Yeah.
Attitude just goes a long way, and that's what I like about it. It's like I remember talking to Darian just a couple days ago, and we just kind of went off on all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, for me, it's attitude. Like I love everybody. It doesn't matter. And for me to, I know this where we are big different.
Well, this
Or
is
a bit
where
different
this is where me and you are the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You're the good part of it.
Yeah.
I'm the part that's going to tell you when you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Which is why, honestly, we make a good combo when it comes to actually teaching skaters
Yeah.
certain things. Because, like I said yesterday, you'll teach them, you'll be patient with them.
Yeah.
But then if I see they're doing it wrong, I'm not going to be quiet about them doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
You're gonna be like,
I'm going to be
"What
like,
the fuck you
listen,
doing?"
you're doing it halfway, but
Yeah.
let me show you how to smoothen it out here and here and here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like that's where us tag teaming teaching works
Yeah.
better. That's why when we would do the big teaching sessions, that's
Yeah.
why I would always have you lead them.
Yeah.
Because like when we were teaching Houston for 6 weeks in a row,
Oh my gosh.
as painful as it might have been for you to sit there up in the front and go back and forth with people over and over again, while
For-
you were doing that, either I was recording
Yeah.
for the Instagram, but even when I wasn't recording,
Yeah.
I was going to every individual person that was struggling and saying, okay, follow me.
Yeah, that's what you're
Go
doing
here,
wrong.
here.
You need to.
Yeah, exactly. To step over, do this, then we pump,
Oh, yeah.
and same motion the other side, right?
Yep. Yep.
But like that's where it comes in. It's like you'll just go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'll come in and
Here,
fill
here,
tweak it a little
exactly
bit for
fill in
people that
little
are,
gaps, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, but that's what I
Yep.
mean is like people enjoy, like people like you, and I think you like being liked.
Oh, absolutely.
Me-
There's nobody that doesn't like being like.
Well,
I don't know.
I like being. I like being noticed, which is such a douchey thing to say. But like, no, not noticed isn't the right word. I like being acknowledged.
Okay.
That's my thing. Like, acknowledge that I'm there, whether you like me or not.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we've talked to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm in everyone's top 5 list in Utah. So acknowledge that that's where my respect lies. You respect me as a top 5 skater in Utah,
Yeah.
okay? Right? And when they disrespect that, that's when I have a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't like me because of who I am personally, or you don't like my personality, or you don't think that we mesh well,
Yeah.
go ahead. You do your shit. I'll do my shit. Whatever.
Absolutely.
And that came from going to high school in Montana because I'm this little ghetto kid that comes in
Yeah.
around surrounded by nothing but fucking hicks and rednecks. And it's like, I don't fit in with any of y'all, so if y'all want to be homies, cool. If you don't, go
Fine.
back on your fucking farms. I don't care.
Go back to your farms.
Exactly.
And
Go back to your
I think that's
ranches,
where,
whatever.
like, for me, like, now that you bring that up, being liked is. So when I was in high school, junior high school, all that stuff,
Mhm.
I was never that person. Like, I was never the person to be like, oh, you know, we're gonna hang out with him, we're gonna do stuff, whatever.
Mhm.
I know I was always the last person, or there were people that just didn't want to hang out with me. You know, they're like, oh, don't hang out with him. He's Bosnian. You know, like,
Jeez, fucking racist. Good
Fuck
Lord.
you guys. If you
I
were
was talking
bullying
for me.
Dennis,
I was talking
fuck
for
you.
me.
I'm just saying, if somebody's not hanging out with you just because you're Bosnian,
I don't
fuck
know.
you.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, like whatever.
Anyways.
I feel you.
He
on
was
that,
tall.
'cause
I'm sure. I don't want to hang out with him. I don't know. Whatever.
I feel
But
you on that.
yeah, and like I always wanted to have that attention, that group, the people like me and all that stuff. So over a long period of time, especially when I started skating and I started getting better at it, people started noticing me, and I was like, oh shit, this is what I like, and this is what hopefully like I'll make some new friends, and it just kind of fucking escalated from there.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, like this is. So yeah, I love being like that. I love.
And that's
being,
the thing is, I'm never gonna shame someone for wanting to be liked.
Yeah.
Right. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
No.
Like, if that's what you're into, by
Okay.
any means, do what
Yeah.
you want to do. That's just not something that I focus on
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for everyone to like me. Let's be
Yeah.
100% honest. It would make my life 100% easier
Yeah.
if everyone liked me. But there are going to be people that disagree with what I say. But I honestly don't give a fuck
Yeah.
because I don't care if you don't like what I say. If you don't like what I say, change the fucking channel
Yeah.
or change the fucking video or
Yeah.
walk the fuck away. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never that person that's like, you have to hear my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to,
No,
like, that's not what I am either. Like, that's the extremes of like, you want everyone to like you, and you're going to do anything to get anyone to like you, which I don't think you're at that point.
No, absolutely not.
You're like in between where I am now and that point,
Yeah.
basically. Like, where you want everyone to like you, but if you don't like me, then
Okay.
Okay,
Like I
cool.
respect you.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I come from. Like I didn't have that many friends in like high
Yeah.
school or junior high. Like at high school, I maybe have 3 or 4 friends that I actually talk to.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I'm like, what's the point of having so many friends? Like, I know people like me,
Yeah.
but like that's the thing. It's like I compare high school to like my family, like roller skating.
Uh.
It's like I go to school, I go to all my classes, I get bomb ass grades, and then I just go do
Yeah.
my own shit.
Yeah.
And then they see me at the roller rink, they're like, "The fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is my home, bro."
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like I can look like a bitch, and I'll say it. Like I can look like a bitch that's gonna treat you like shit. But when you really get to meet me, I'm one of the most like kindest people you can ever fucking meet.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
don't
think
know
we
about that.
all are that.
yeah, we all.
Once again, off jump. I'm not like I'm not gonna just meet somebody new.
COVID.
Sorry, excuse me.
the vid.
I'm not gonna meet somebody new and just like first thing I say to them is, "Who the fuck are you?" Right? I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I'll be nice to a friend, but then if problems happen, I'm also not gonna be the person that's just like, eh. Like
Yeah.
even when you quit, I told you, I texted you this.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not gonna act like everything's cool, but
Yeah.
I also am not gonna start problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And that's like I said, that's
It's
my
happened in the
mentality.
past, and it gets tired after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad you guys salted shit out.
Well, and like
I know, yeah.
like I
So-
said on the 4th episode, it's like when you really break down the issues and problems that happen in your life,
Mhm.
you have to think about, is this going to affect me down the road?
Yeah.
If it's going to affect you 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the road, by all means, be as pissed as you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's going to affect you for 2 weeks down the road and then it's not going to matter, who fucking cares
Yeah.
Yeah.
at that point, right?
Yeah.
So-
I'm just glad we got it figured out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was hard though, because like, I even sat there and I talked to a few people. I'm like, I fucking love the podcast. Like, I love where
He
where
came
it
up
is.
to me and
I
he
just-
was like, "Bro, I fucking love that shit, but like, I don't like
I
that
hate the
nigga."
fucking
He's like,
negativity.
"I don't like that negativity," and I was like, "I respect that.
Well-
It's okay to feel like that."
Oh, yeah.
And I want
Yeah,
to
it's
ask
totally
you this.
fine.
And this is
too personal. I don't want to answer.
no, it's not too. I mean, it might be a little too personal, and if you feel like it is, don't answer. But did you grow up in a negative household? Because I grew up in a negative household.
Very. Well,
And-
okay. Okay. So I grew up, but my parents weren't around because they had to work, and they had to work basically out of state. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't here. We were in Europe, so it wasn't state. Okay. But so I was raised by my grandparents,
Mhm.
so it was always like, and I will definitely get into my life a little bit now. So I was raised by my grandparents. Amazing. Just, I did my schoolwork. You go out and like we lived on a farm. It's like you go out, you pick eggs, take care of pigs,
Yeah,
milk
do
the
your
cows,
chores.
all that shit.
Yeah.
But then when we ended up moving here's where it really changed.
Yeah.
So when we got here, it was all at first it was great, but then we brought like my aunt and uncle over, and that's where things kind of started going downhill with my family, because they got them into gambling and stuff like that, and that's where our family just kind of fucking fell apart. And that's where really all the negativity just kind of started, and it was always, like, you're not good enough, you're not this. Like, I started my business, and like when my dad was working with me, it was like, oh yeah, this is great, this is that, you're making so much money, we need more money. I'm like, I can't give you more. Like, I just started a business. Like, I can't all of a sudden give you 50% of the fucking company.
Exactly. I can't give you 50% of the profit. Like,
yeah,
it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and I did that at first, because I love my dad, so I gave him.
Well, and you make those
50%.
Well, that's the thing is, you make those sacrifices for your parents.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then when it starts to get all the time, you're like, okay.
Yeah,
it needs to calm down.
And then it was like, so I had to cut that back, and this over years, like, I had to cut things like that back, and then it was like I went from already, like, you don't know what you're doing with your life, you don't know this, you don't know that, to you're not giving us enough money, your business is never gonna grow, you're never gonna, be successful, it's gonna fall apart, you're gonna be bankrupt, you're gonna be living on the street. I'm like, what the fuck? And this coming from my parents, it's not even like, and then my brother like got in some trouble, and that was like another whole story, and like our family just kind of ended up falling apart, so it sucked. But like, I just kind of sit back now and I'm like, dude, it was a life lesson, it's like you learn from this.
those things.
Well,
and
the
once
reason
I moved away, it was like weight being lifted off your shoulder, and just like, holy shit, like.
Well, and the reason why I ask that is because usually when people grow up in negative households, they respond to it one of two ways. One way is your way, and one way is my way.
Yeah.
One way is you want to be and this is like a terrible word for this, but you want to be basically the savior of anyone else who's been in your kind of situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Like, a lot of the people that come skating come from negative households.
Yeah.
And you want to be that kind of like big brother type of figure, right?
Yeah.
That's how
you don't want to make the same mistake you did, or
exactly make the same mistake. Where when you look at it from my point of view, it's like I just got fed up with the negativity.
Yeah.
To now where I'm just like, fuck everything, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck you if you're gonna have a negative attitude, go fuck yourself. Kind of type of shit, right? Like, and that's where I say my attitude may come off as negative, but it's really more of just like, I'm done with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I lived through that. I lived through my parents cussing each other out every other fucking night. Well, my mom and my stepdad cussing each other out every other night.
Oh yeah.
I woke up one day. We were in a move. We were in the middle of a move.
Yeah.
And my mom doesn't watch these, which is thank you Jesus, because she would probably pass out and die if she watched these. But one time we were moving from Idaho Falls to Logan. And my stepdad was supposed to pack the house, and he didn't. Because we had moved down prior so that my mom could start her new job.
Okay.
And so we had a house, and we were kind of like living like basically hermits at that time.
Yeah.
It's like air mattresses and
Yeah,
couches
just
and shit.
minimal, just
Yeah, exactly. Just to like get used to the area, and you know what I mean. So I went down with her, and we're getting used to the area right now.
Yeah.
Right. So, but she's calling him every night and saying, make sure you're back in the house because we're only going to have that one weekend to load everything and then move down.
Move out,
right?
yeah.
So we get there, hasn't done a goddamn thing.
Oh,
hasn't done anything, right? So they start fighting immediately.
Yeah.
Right? Carries on to the next morning. I wake up and look out the window to my mom picking up a banana box, one of those heavy-ass banana boxes.
Oh, shit.
Swings it and basically decks my stepdad in the face.
Oh, shit.
With the box, right? Gives him a bloody nose.
Shit.
I mean, it was his own fault, because this is what she says. She goes, I was meaning to swing it and hit him in the back of the head, but then he turned around, and so she hit him in the face. So, like I said, that was the kind of, and my mom has been married several different times. So that was like every stepdad was like that. And then we moved around. I moved 17 times before I was 17.
Damn, dude.
Like, that's, and it wasn't like city to city. It was like, Idaho to Washington to Oregon
Oh
to
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
California to Utah to Colorado
Damn,
to back
Yeah,
to
quite a bit.
Idaho, back to
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why you're
So,
just kind of thinking of.
That's where I just got sick of it. I got
Yeah.
sick of the bullshit because they're fighting for stupid fucking reasons. I'm like, you're just
Yeah.
fighting over dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like, then you get sick of it, and then you have that same outlook on everybody else in the world, where it's like you're getting mad about stupid shit
Yeah.
when I don't know.
I
Like
agree.
said.
Yeah, but that was, yeah, that was my thing. It was, like you said, the difference between it. I don't want people to go through the same stuff I did, and that's why when I sat there, when my parents I remember them saying, "Oh, your business is gonna go under. You're not doing this because you don't want to, help us out and give us, $2,000, whatever."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work like that. It's not
Yeah.
just.
It's not about money. Like,
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
it's
but-
his money. He
Yeah.
chooses whether he wants to give it to you or not.
or not. Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's not,
but
like-
yeah. So I just sat there and
Yeah.
I took a different outlook and I was like, what, fuck this. I'm gonna show them what I can do and what I'm gonna do, and that's when I just. Put
well,
my
and
foot down
I think your attitude changed over time, and maybe
yeah.
mine will too. Because in all reality, you've got 10 years on me, so it's like
Yeah.
you have 10 years more of maturity that you've gone through.
Some maturity.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking
I
child.
know.
Just kidding.
That's what you
Um,
have to look forward to. Losing your mind and taking blue
Losing
pills.
your hairline. and-
Just fucking with you.
I think we'll end on that point. Let's go up to summer skating. What did you want to talk about with summer skating?
Summer skating. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this summer I definitely want to do more with the people and the groups out there, right?
Yeah.
So I want to do a.
You're fine. Ignore the fucking dog.
I can't, dude.
He's fine. Come on.
He's our mascot, man.
We're in the middle of something. Let's go.
Okay. So, so funny as shit. So summer skating. I just want to get the groups together and do some stuff outside, and I think this is where that whole skate thing is gonna come into, or the next party, I guess you can say,
Mhm.
is I'm thinking of to do some stuff outside, and I don't know if I should say it now or if we should wait for later. So I want to do a pro skate thing where we like we used to, where we meet at the bottom of the hill, we would skate up and skate down, but I want to meet at the top of the hill and everybody kind of skate down, and then at Nuns Park, that's where we'll do the DJ and barbecue and just kind of have this skate session
Yeah.
there basically, and then we'll skate the rest of the way down, and then we'll disperse from there. But that's what I was thinking for a summer skate thing.
I
Just
like
get
that.
everybody, obviously
Anybody
do
from
us.
Orem, Sandy, just
Yeah.
to come for fun.
And then we'll meet at the top, and then we'll all basically skate down to Nuns, and that's where we'll have food, music, we'll have our speakers, DJ. Like you
Yeah.
said, we'll be the DJ, we'll just have
Yeah.
a playlist. And that's where we'll skate, have fun, chat, whatever.
Meet new people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
just bring a skate community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
And
skate
then-
connection kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And then from there, we'll, skate the rest of the
Skate
way,
the
and
rest.
then just
I like
go
that.
home from there. So
I like
that's where
that.
I was thinking for
Yeah,
a summer
I mean,
thing,
That's fine with me.
because I think that'll be fun.
That would
as
be
hell.
fun.
So
Well, and you can even-
we'll have to do it before I leave.
where are you leaving?
I'm going to Kansas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
Summer sales, bro.
Oh
At
shit.
the end of at the first week of June.
Oh fuck.
So
yeah.
as soon as I graduate, I'm out.
Yeah. we'll
Don't worry,
definitely
I'm
do
still
it before
coming
the-
down to visit on the weekends, most likely.
Well, we're gonna come visit you.
From
Shit.
Kansas?
Kansas is 13 hours away.
Okay.
He'll just come for a Sunday night or a Saturday night.
Saturday
skate
night.
session.
Just
kidding.
the worst night to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right, I like that.
So yeah, if you
So
guys
you
guys
just
Even
wanna-
if you're
cool.
from if you're from another state, if you want to come
Well,
down.
we'll announce it a couple
Yeah.
weeks before and put
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
the podcast and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I was thinking. I think that would just kind of start bringing a community together, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully get other people involved. Because they'll see a bunch of people skating. They'll see us. We'll skate down at the bottom where, I'm sure people are gonna stop and be like, "Oh, damn! Like that's so cool!"
Yeah.
That will get more people in and
Yeah.
hopefully start to grow the community a little bit. And
Like I said, I think we have a good community. It's, now it's teaching them
the ways of our people.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and that's where the last topic on that board, we can bring that up now.
Uh-huh.
And I've told you this. I told both of you this, but I want to reiterate to our viewers and anyone that does watch this. The whole goal of Rollout, one of the whole main reasons why I started, and I have like 3 or 4 different reasons why I wanted to start it. Right?
Yeah.
One of them, and probably the biggest one, was I wanted to show people that skaters are just normal fucking people that just happen to skate. Like, I hate this outlook on skating of it just being disco. Like, that's not what skating is. Like, there is a portion of it that is, but that's not
so much more
the
to
biggest.
it than,
I mean, think about it. The biggest skate culture in the world is nowhere near disco skating.
Yeah.
For the most part.
yeah.
Like, they'll have disco nights, but like
Yeah.
they're not. It's not an every weekend occurrence.
I agree.
So, but anyways, but that's why I wanted to start this podcast and that's why I say the Rollout Podcast is made by skaters for everyone.
Yeah.
Because anyone can watch this.
Yeah.
And find out what skaters are really like. I guarantee that some people that watch that podcast didn't know that there were people, the last episode, didn't know that there were people like Moses that actually skate.
Yeah.
That like act like that, they talk like that, they dress like that. You know what I mean? They don't even think that someone like that would skate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
So like
it's
you see, like when you go to Vegas or like Atlanta or like
yeah, we go to places
you
with
might look
real
at
skate
those people and be
culture.
like, oh, okay, like he just looks
Yeah.
like a normal people, but like they have other stuff that they like to do.
Yeah, everybody
Like,
has their hobby.
yeah,
Just
everybody
our
has
hobby
it.
is cooler than everybody else's.
Yeah. And that's
And that's
I'm not gonna argue with that. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's end it on. Well, let's not end it, but let's start to end it on giving roses. Giving people their roses. So we'll start with our guest. Actually, I'll start to give you kind of an idea of what I'm
Okay.
thinking. So basically, giving them the roses is basically giving praise to people that inspired you to do whatever you're doing. So, like me, I'll give my roses to you, Clark, Jay, and then people that aren't skating. My dad, Kobe, Bryant, not Kobe Bryant, because like my dad taught me that you because my dad had major problems throughout his entire life.
Yeah.
He dealt with bipolar disorder, right? So there were stages where he would feel like he's on top of the world, other stages where he'd feel like he was nothing, right? But through that, he always kept going. There was no quit in him.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it may have seemed like that, there was no real quit in my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what it taught me. Because even after you quit, I was in that kind of rut of I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed all day.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, no, I got to find somebody else to record with me. I got to do this and that. And then once I started doing it, then I started to, feel better. And,
Oh yeah.
But so, and then Kobe, because Kobe was the one that taught me my drive, my competitive edge, my, everything like that
Okay.
was all from Kobe.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, what was I going to say? And then you and Clark and Jay for many different reasons, but Jay mainly because he was the one that I saw that first got me into skating. He was the one that I saw. Him and Julio were the first people that I saw doing battles.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, I want to learn how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Right. You, because you've given me so much knowledge over the last couple of years, especially.
Yeah.
But then you've always been that person, and this goes to what your personality is.
Yeah.
Is you've been that person that even when I moved away for 5 years, and when I came back, the first person to say what's up to me, and welcome back was you.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jay, wasn't anybody else.
Yeah.
It was like right when I walked in, you were the first one. Oh, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in forever. What are you doing here? Da, da, da. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, I'll give you those roses because, you know, you are a big part of my life. And that's where you quitting Rollout, like I said, pissed me off for a little while, but
Yeah.
that's never gonna, you know.
No,
And that's why
we're
I
back.
shared. That's why I shared that memory on Facebook when I said sometimes we argue, but
Yep.
you're still family. And then I was like, "Love you, dick." It's like that's how I felt at the time. I was like, "I'm upset with you right now, but that's
still
not,
fucking
you
love
know,
you, yeah.
exactly." So,
Oh my gosh.
I like
anyways.
it.
Who wants to go next?
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't say the reason why Clark.
Oh.
I'm gonna give Clark his roses because Clark, same thing. His knowledge, he wasn't as like the buddy, but the knowledge that he's given me over the years has been phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
I've learned so much about the culture from him, and you know
Yeah.
how to interact with people at the rink. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, but
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would have to agree with you on that. So Clark for sure. That's what I'm giving to is. That was, like you said, that was a big part. Like just kind of. Your fucking phone.
Sorry.
Get off your fucking phone.
Sorry. I have a friend
Yeah.
my best friend from Montana is in town, so he's Snapchatting. Sorry.
Bitch ass.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
Are you
I
gonna
start-
cut this off?
No, he's gonna keep it. He's like, I am right here on a podcast, listening to this white boy. Give me some roses.
Sorry.
But Clark for sure, just because, like you said, teaching the skate culture and like getting us involved in this whole thing, like it was a big part. Like expanding my knowledge and seeing the bigger picture, not just what we were. And I mean, we were young then, and we were a bit douchey because we sat there and like Will and I would basically kind of dominate everybody there. So we're like,
We'll end the giving roses with the Houston's mistake. They came to you and Will. Anyways, keep
that was
going.
his fault.
Keep going. I know. Keep going.
We can take him.
Nope.
Yeah, we can.
Well, now we're already on this, so fuck it. I'll just tell it now. So we've talked about Houston a couple times on this podcast, but there was this one time, I think me and Houston were like 12 at the time.
Probably.
Yeah, and you and Will were like 22 or 20 in your 20s, right?
Yeah.
And we were starting to get good. I mean, you can't lie. We were actually
Oh, yeah.
we were
You guys
we were
were
good at
good.
that time.
Yeah.
And so Houston decided to get a little cocky, and he comes up to me and he goes, "I think we could take him." And I was like, "Who?" And he said, "Dennis and Will." And I was like, "You're out of your fucking mind," because you've never met Will, but
No.
Oh my gosh.
Will was, imagine Dax and Jay combined into one skater.
Oh,
And that
shit.
was Will. Will was the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give him his roses for that, because he was
Yeah.
the shit back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he's just like, "We could take it. You're out of your fucking mind." And so he's like, "Come on, bro, we could do it." And I was like, "Fine, whatever." And so we go up to them. We're like, "Hey, let's battle."
Yeah.
And they looked at us like,
The
Really?
"Who the fuck are you talking to?" And then they were like, "All right, bet, let's battle." And so then they were like, "We'll let y'all go first." So then Houston goes out, then I go out, and then Dennis goes out, and me and Houston are like, "Fuck." And then Will goes out, and we're like, and then we just walked away, and we just gave you guys the finger, and we're like, "Fuck you guys."
That was it. We weren't even going too hard either. I'm sorry. But it
You
was
did-
fun.
Will was the first one. You know when they do like a V drop and then they come down in the splits?
Yeah.
Will was the first one to do that in Utah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Back handspring,
Back handspring, dropping the splits, and he did that against us, and I was like, I looked at Houston, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Why do you put me in these situations?"
That was funny though.
But that's honestly why we did that, why we wanted to do that to you guys,
Yeah.
because that's how we were back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
when somebody started getting an attitude, then the good skaters would be like, "Oh, really? Oh, really?
good.
You think
Really?
you're
You think
good?
you can do it?"
Then let's fucking battle, and we'll see who comes out on top."
Yeah.
And then that person would leave pissed.
Yeah.
But
That was fun times though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyways.
I would definitely have to give again. My dad some roses. He, like you said, but my dad has always like been there to. And I know there's been times where he was like, he came to see me skating one time. He's like, "The fuck is that? Like, you ballerina or some shit?" I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" I'm in the middle battling. I was like, oh, "Okay." But yeah,
That's gonna be your new nickname from now on.
Fuck you.
Every time I see you, what's up, ballerina?
What's up, ballerina?
But yeah, he just like, because it was his first time, and I was like, "What the hell?" No, I don't do fucking ballerina shit. Like, I break it down, whatever. But he's always been there. He's taught me so much, and just it didn't matter. Like, even when we had our fallouts or arguments or whatever, it was always like, I know you can do better. I know you can do this. I'm just telling you because, like, I want to see you not make the same mistakes I did, or I want you to succeed that way. Yeah.
My dad used to say the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we all went through that stage where it was like, "Fuck you, stop telling me this," and then a few days after, you're like, "Dad,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you."
Yeah.
I never did that with my dad.
Really? Oh.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
those are
no.
the best.
I did it once, and I did it at the worst time possible because I did it in one of his manic stages.
Oh,
And
shit.
he came over to the house and said, "You ever talk to me like that again, I'll kill you." And I was
You're
like, "Okay, good to know."
Never do that again.
Exactly.
But yeah. Oh man. The other one. Shit, it's gonna sound bad, but my ex. Because she helped me get out of that. She started to help me see the toxic situation. My stomach just fucking growled, dude. That was crazy. She helped me see that toxic situation in my family. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
You're just so old sometimes. It's hilarious. You just sound like an old man that got startled by his stomach growling. You're like, "Whoa, what are you doing now?"
What are you doing? Are you okay?
Tina the talking tummy.
Oh my! That is as white as it gets right there.
Yeah, exactly.
White chicks.
Actually, I was thinking about the same fucking shit. I just
That's
didn't
why I
want to do
did
it,
it, bro. That's from the fucking movie.
Yeah. But yeah, she helped me like see the toxic relationship like I had with my family, and push me out of that and create new boundaries and step that way. So
Well, I think she also helped you, like push you to be independent.
yeah,
If that makes any
oh,
sense.
yeah.
Like, she was like, "You're too old to be living at your parents' house." Still.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that your skate partner doesn't do that now, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, or
Yeah,
didn't do
my-
that. But
Yeah, my skate partner now, she is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm grateful, especially for her to like have somebody there now to be like, not just push me, but it's like now it's like a whole different thing because I am, out of my toxic relationship like with my family and stuff like that, and we've gotten so much better that now I have somebody to keep pushing me that way and help me to continue this road that I'm on, So I definitely got to give roses to that, to both. And the other one is really everybody in the community, like the skate community, because without them, like I wouldn't be who I am. And yeah, so I got to give my roses out to everybody right now. I don't know if you can do a little.
you look like you're
thing,
coming
just-
on
you look
people
like
right now.
Oh shit! I just noticed that one. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I come on everyone.
Everyone.
Oh man.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
I know. You're
And I
fine,
just
bro.
looked over. I was like, "Oh
You're like,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
that just looks bad." Even from this angle, especially.
To everybody. I love you guys very much. From
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Bekovic.
Yep, I do. All right, go ahead, bro. But that's it.
That's it for you.
That's it for me.
For me, it would definitely be my mom, dad, and well, just my family of 3.
I mean, I think moms are given.
Yeah.
Moms are, you know.
Yeah. My
most
mom
of the time, your support system,
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah. Definitely my dad. Like, again, my dad has always been on my ass over anything. Since we moved here, like, again, I didn't really grow up with him. I grew up with, actually, I call her grandma because she's actually not my grandma. My mom was kicked out of the house when she was 18, and then she moved in with this one lady. Her name is Luchita, and she's been part of the family since my mom, met her. So I grew up with her. I grew up with my brother. So I definitely give props to them for, like, making me the person who I am today. For, being bitches, like, I learned the hard way, that's for sure. I learned the hard way, and then even though I hated them when they were like, you need to fix this, you need to fix that, I'm like, I'm not going to fix it. 3 days later, hey, I'm ready to fix shit.
Yeah.
So definitely my skating community, Jacob, Dennis, like, you guys have definitely made me the person that I am today. Not just because...
I wouldn't say we made you the person you are. We helped you realize what you could be. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because we're always, especially within our skating group, we always want to see, and this is where I say, this is where my true personality comes out in a positive way, right? Is we always want to see people at their best.
Yeah.
And that's what frustrates us sometimes. Like when we do practice 6 weeks in a row the same move, it's like you guys aren't pushing yourselves to be the best versions of skaters even, let alone who you are as a person. Right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I just started roller skating for fun, I liked it. And then this is my life. Like, well, this is what, like, I want to do forever. Like, not till I'm if I have to skate when I'm 65, I obviously will.
Look at fucking Stefan, bro.
Look at Dennis.
I hope I'm fucking...
Look at Dennis.
Exactly.
Look at me.
I hope I'm skating
No, but that's the
around.
thing. Like, you guys have always pushed me to be better, and that's something that I'm always going to be grateful for. Not just in skating, but in life in general as well.
Yeah.
Never give up. Like, if you fall, stand up, try it again.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, there's some people that don't see that.
Yeah.
Some people fall and they're like, yeah,
I'm not coming again.
The one thing, here we go. Here's a JB motivational quote that I got from a video one time. I think it was from Les Brown or something like that.
Okay.
He's a African American motivational speaker. Anyways,
Okay.
He said, falling on your back is the best place you can fall because then you're always looking up. Because anytime you fall on your back, you're looking
up.
Straight up. So you can only go in that direction, right? It's the same thing with, like, The Rock says, when you're backed against a wall, it's the best place to be because the only place you can go is forward.
Yep.
So when you have nothing, like, honestly, this is kind of where my life is at right now. When you have absolutely nothing going for you, the only place you can go is forward. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do is just push what I want to do forward. Yeah. And if people fuck with it, I love it. If they don't,
it's okay.
At least I took the shot.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I mean, we've gotten a lot of good response. And this is what I told Mo last episode because he asked for a motivational piece from me. So this is where, like, that conversation comes in is, like, because he was telling me to give advice to Gen Z people coming out of high school and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, and I think a lot of people in entertainment need to realize this. And a lot of people have realized this. People like Charlemagne the God, Andrew Schultz, Bill Burr, those guys, they realize that when they're themselves, like, so, like, if you're a Ryan Seacrest, this is not a shot at Ryan, it's not Ryan Seacrest, but if you're a Ryan Seacrest type of character, right, people are going to like you, and they're going to have love for you, but it may not be the most genuine thing in the world. Yeah. Like, but that's the difference. Like, Bill Burr fans, like, he can say whatever the fuck he wants, and Bill Burr fans are going to be like, yes, that's what Bill Burr does, right? Yeah. That's the same thing. Like, when you start out voicing who you are and what your opinions are and what your beliefs are off jump, then people decide whether they're going to fuck with you or not. But the people that do decide to fuck with you are going to fuck with you even more because they realize that you're being your true self.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I kind of was frustrated with you was when you quit, was I felt like you were more leaning towards the Ryan Seacrest and not the Bill Burr. That makes any sense. But that's what I mean. Like, we try and make it so that people will always have their own opinions and own beliefs and own, whatever. But on this podcast, we share our feelings, and if you have a problem with that, you're willing to sit right in that seat, and we can have a conversation about it.
Yep.
But,
And try to fix it, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, anyways. All right.
Yeah.
Let's end this with our rando topic. And Dennis put this on the board, so
Oh yeah, I did.
explain your explain
I
your.
was confused.
I was very curious. I was very curious about this. So you know how we go to national skate parties and stuff. You haven't gone. to one,
I haven't
right?
gone
Yeah.
to one, but
You're
I
like,
will.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but,
like,
like,
no. But like they always have things going on, right? There are always cookouts and bowling and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was very curious if we and I know this is gonna happen, but when we go to a national skate party and there's gonna be like basketball tournaments, you think depends on who goes. You think we can take on a team down there, like a good team down there? You think we would have a shot at playing ball against them? I know how you play. I've seen you play.
You realize who you're talking to right now, right? Let me just say this. Let me just say this so I don't come out as the cocky asshole, right? Because this is what something, going back to giving roses, this is something that Kobe taught me. I'm never going to look at an opponent and be afraid of not being able to play against them.
Yeah.
I know what I can do. I know my skill level.
Yeah.
I know that I can take on anyone in the world. Now, I may not win, but I'm never going to back down from challenge.
Yeah.
Like if LeBron came out for some weird reason and picked my name out of Instagram and said, hey, I want to play you for a game of one-on-one, first to 11, I'd be the first one there.
Yeah.
Because even though I will probably lose,
Yeah.
I'm never going to back down from that challenge, right? Especially when it comes to basketball.
Yeah.
And I use the same kind of mentality when it comes to skating, except for, when it's like T-stacks or something like that. Like
You're
that's
like,
just, I'm just going to get washed at that point. It's just whatever. The thing is probably because I've done basketball for longer than I've done skating in all reality. Because I started playing basketball. My mom tells the story. Because I was born in 97, right? Right after Space Jam came out.
Yeah.
Right? So she would pop in Space Jam for me all the time.
Yeah.
So we had, we used to have the little, it wasn't even the Nerf hoop. It was legit just the hoop. Didn't have a backboard, but it was like one of the ones that you hang on the door.
Oh, yeah.
And she hung it on the dresser,
Okay.
and I would go up and do like dunks on this little hoop when I was like 2-3 years old.
Dude,
Right.
speaking. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
No, you're good.
But speaking of, you remember the little board games? I know you either had this or seen it. It was like a little board game, and like you would take the ball, and there would be a
little
hoop on
flip
each
thing.
side, and you would flick it.
It's the travel hoops.
Yeah.
Travel hoops, yeah.
I used to get those when we would move. Because you'd
Really?
be in the U-Haul for 10 hours.
Yeah.
What else am I going to do? Though? We didn't have phones back then, so it's like, bing, bing, bing.
Dude, I just love that game, dude.
We should get one
Sorry.
for fun. Why not?
Anyway.
Dude, I went and bought, what was it, like a few Christmases ago. I went, it was like tech decks, like the little fingerboards and like the bicycle ones, like the BMX.
Oh, I used to
Went-
fuck with that heavy.
Yeah, I went
Me and
bought
my
those.
cousins, bro. Because my cousin, on one of my cousins on my mom's side,
Yeah.
he was actually
Huh.
about that close to being a professional skateboarder. He like had
Really?
gotten stories written about him in the paper, and like
Oh,
this
shit.
was back when like phones and Instagram wasn't a thing. Right?
Yeah.
So like having your name in the paper was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Right.
You had some
So he had a
MapQuest things.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody-
He had a whole article about him and his skateboarding.
Oh, shit.
Right. But then he got into gaming and drugs and alcohol and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of fucked his life over, but he's better now. But anyways, so like, but anything to do with skateboarding, I was my entire life. Because
really?
They always, and my mom hated it because
Yeah.
my mom used to say, she used to say the dumbest thing. She said, something happens to a skateboarder when their feet step on the board that your brain goes out the window or something like that. I was like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but okay.
But okay.
Whatever you say. Whatever. She used to say that the skate park was the devil's playground. I
Really?
was like, okay, you psychopath. I'll give you an idea who I'm. You know my mom, and you've met my mom.
Yeah.
But my mom, and this is for the viewers too, my mom is basically the white version of Medea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she tried to hook me up.
She did?
Dude.
What?
Oh, yeah. He
With
doesn't want to talk
my
about it.
stepsister.
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I looked at her. I was like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
I was like, I do not, as much as I love you, I do not want you as my stepbrother or my brother-in-law. No. You stay the fuck over there.
Get your paws in there.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? You coming to my fucking family reunions and shit? Oh my gosh. That gives me anxiety
Bro,
just thinking about it right now.
Dude, but yeah, she tried to hook me up. So yeah, what
This is-
version of Medea, dude?
This is the most Medea story that I have for my mom, right? Because when you're young and you grow up with a parent who has no problem smacking the shit out of you, we've all given that threat of, we're going to call Child Protective Services on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you haven't because you've heard about the stories when people do say that kind of shit.
Yeah,
So
I
I was
tried
in
that.
7th grade and was fucking up in school. I've told this before. I had a 0.6 GPA when I was a 7th grader.
0.6?
Holy
0.6.
fuck.
Oh, shit.
I had all Fs and 1D.
Dude, I think you beat me.
I'm sorry for
I had a,
laughing.
dude, I had
No, you should laugh because that's disgraceful.
a, dude, that's
That
right,
that means I wasn't even like showing up to class and shit.
dude, you got me beat. I got a 0.8. I'm serious. All Fs, and it was like D,
Well, because
D minus or something.
they made no.
No,
This was
you
in 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No.
for you too?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But this is the problem. This is where they fuck you over with that. Don't fucking tell me at the beginning of the fucking school year that this isn't going to count on my transcripts. Then
Yeah.
why the fuck would I care?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
They
oh
told
yeah,
me
you're
that
gonna
in
have
6th
these
grade.
classes. You're gonna have graded this, but it's not gonna go in your transcript. I'm like, oh cool, I can
Oh.
piss off this entire year. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? But-
I got told in 6th grade. Like 7th and 8th grade, bro, I had all Fs. 9th grade came, and I was like, shit.
And-
I failed one class. I've only failed one class. Like, the last, like, all the 4 years.
Damn.
One class. And I was like, I got to get my GPA higher.
Anyways, so I had a 0.6 GPA.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And-
Congrats.
And she
Congrats.
was- yeah. And she was giving me shit about it.
Yeah.
And, you gotta fix your grades. Doing what a mom does.
Yep.
And so I said, she said something like, if you don't get your grades in shape, I'm gonna give you a whooping, basically.
Oh, shit.
And I said, I wish you would, because then I could call Child Protective Services and get the fuck out of here, or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. And we were in a Buick with bench seats.
Shit.
This crazy ass lady started whooping my ass to the point where I'm in the car. I'm sitting just like this, right? I'm sitting just like this in the car talking to her. Same setup here. Right?
Yeah.
She's sitting right here. She starts swinging at me,
Oh, yeah.
slapping the shit out of me,
Oh,
to the
shit.
point where I'm opening the door, trying to get out of the car, and I end up on my back with my feet still in the car, but my back is on the cement.
Yeah.
And then she gets out of the car, walks by me, and stares me down the entire way. And I was like, I'm not going in the house. She's going to kill me. I was like, she's going to kill me.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, dude. That's crazy.
Did you guys ever get hit with a belt? Like,
Fuck yeah.
a belt? Like,
oh, bro, I've been hit with all kinds of shit.
I had to
had-
go pick out the fucking willow tree, like,
I
branch
never
that was
got
gonna
that
get my
far.
ass whooped.
I never got that far. My mom's
Damn.
weapon of choice, though, was the wooden spoon.
yeah.
Fuck that.
Same with me.
And my mom could whip that shit like nobody's
Yeah.
business to where it would feel like I was getting shot with a BB gun.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude.
boosh! I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
fuck, where'd it go? Yeah, dude.
I've been hit with
Yeah.
the belt one time, and I'm always gonna remember that. It's like the most painful thing I've ever
well, it's painful
felt.
and it's traumatic because you hear the
The-
snap,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Dude, but I'm sure you guys never had to, like, you guys never got beat in school, though.
oh
No.
my mom used
My
to
mom
wait
got
outside my
beat up.
classes.
No, by your teacher.
Yeah, by your teacher.
Oh, I almost
Back in
got
the
in a
day,
fight
you
with
were
my
allowed
teacher.
to get beat by your teacher.
Yeah, by your
No,
teacher,
no,
dude.
we're not that old.
we
We didn't grow up in the 30s.
Dennis.
Dude, one thing I fucking remember, like, you put your fingers, like if you didn't do your homework and shit, you put your fingers, like, all together up, and the teacher would come around with that long ruler and just smack the tips. You just,
Ow.
shit.
I wish a teacher
Burn.
would. I would bust the fuck out of the teacher.
Now, yeah. But
Well, that's what I
back
said
then,
last. That's what I said last episode when I told the story about that teacher in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no problem. This is my senior year. So my senior year, after basketball season ended, I stopped giving a fuck about anything. Right? Like I still wanted to keep my grades good enough to where I could graduate, but I wasn't. I think I graduated with like a 2.4 GPA.
Okay.
I wasn't really like
Better
trying.
than a 0.6.
Exactly. I graduated, so that's all that really matters. My football coach was one of the PE teachers,
Oh shit.
and we were in this class called competitive sports,
Okay.
which is where you'd play like football and basketball, and
Just everything.
you'd basically do normal PE shit,
Okay.
but it was supposed to be more competitive.
Oh, okay.
It was for the kids that were more competitive and actually wanted to play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because like everybody has the mandatory gym class where you go in and half people are actually playing, and the other half the gym teacher doesn't care and they just let them sit on the side. Right?
Yeah.
But this class was for people who actually wanted to play
Okay.
and actually wanted to be competitive, right? And then by the end of the fucking year, he has us outside fucking doing horseshoes, right? So I'm already
Yeah.
like not giving a fuck because it's fucking horseshoes, right?
Yeah.
And then he starts to talk shit about me being bad at horseshoes.
Like you're being bad at it?
Oh yeah, I was fucking around. I was just like
Oh, okay.
throwing the shit,
Okay.
right? And he's like, "Wow, you're trash at horseshoes." And I was like, "Really? You're gonna talk shit to me about horseshoes?"
Yeah.
And I looked at his face, and I was like, "I maybe would give more of a fuck about your opinion if you actually fucking mattered to me."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "Get your fucking bougie ass and go back to wherever the fuck you came from, because nobody wants you here." I said this my senior year in front of the entire class that was
Oh,
there.
shit.
And my two best friends were in the class, and every time they see me, they're like, "Bro, I still remember when you cussed out Curly in the middle of class. That shit was so funny."
Holy hell.
Because I was
dude.
so mad. I ended up walking out because I was just like, "I'm fucking done with you, bro." Because it was
Yeah.
like, I think it was like April. So it was like a month before graduation.
Oh, really?
So I was like, "Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah.
this school. Fuck everybody. I'm so done with this shit."
Yeah. It just.
So, yeah, he just came out.
Oh my hell, dude.
And then I had a gym teacher call me the grinder. For
Call you a grinder?
For 2 years straight, they called me the grinder.
I'm
Because
afraid to
my-
ask why.
Oh, you're gonna find out. Because everyone knows how I am. Let's be real.
Okay.
Everyone that skates with me, they know how I am.
Yep.
I like my,
Never like, yep.
I like my activities that have to deal with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Just say that. Right.
Where is this going with
So
the
we-
teacher, dude? That's what I'm
No,
trying
okay,
to figure this out.
so we had a high school dance.
Okay.
And at high school dances, you're not supposed to be doing the whole grinding on people and
Yeah.
shit like that. Right?
Yeah.
But this one gym teacher, we all knew, didn't care. He was one of those teachers that had been there for 20 years, didn't give a shit anymore.
Okay.
Right? So he would just stand there and just watch people do whatever the fuck they wanted to. So I get in there with one of 3 black kids that came to our school.
Okay.
Me and this black kid, we were like best friends at the time.
Okay.
Because I was the only one that could even relate to what he was in Montana, right? So we were homies. So we start tag teaming this girl, grinding on her,
Okay.
and I'm behind, and he's in front of her.
Horny ass.
Hey, I mean, I was fucking
You have to
16,
laugh.
bro. I'm trying to fuck. And so, legit, the next class, because I had him for lifting, the next class, they come and I walk in the room, he goes, "Oh, shit, it's the grinder." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I didn't know he was behind me.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I was standing behind you at that dance. I know what you're doing." And I was like, "Oh, shit." It's like, fuck.
Oh, hell,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Do you remember
That was
any
it.
I don't remember any of my fucking teachers, dude.
Well, I
feel
mean,
so
you
bad.
graduated like 60 years ago, so.
No, dude. Shit.
You know what's funny is I give you more shit about being old than I do anybody else.
I know.
Even old people, like actual technically
know.
old people. Well, it's because I
It's
know.
just funny, man.
That's
You
'cause-
you
loves
look
me.
so old.
No, it's
but
because I
he's
know
only-
you can handle it. I know you're not going to be a bitch about it.
I'm not gonna be a bitch about it now. I'm just gonna go back in my car and cry.
I don't want to be old.
Oh,
No, but
shit.
what I'm saying is like you'll laugh it off.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like that's
Oh, I
really
don't
my
care.
thing. I just wish the world would just learn to laugh shit off. Like
Not
stop.
now, dude. Now you're gonna get,
That's what I mean,
a
like,
lawsuit on your hands
stop.
if you touch somebody.
Exactly. Stop being so damn sensitive.
Oh yeah.
Like, I understand sensitivity to a point.
Yeah.
But when it comes to fucking, like, shit that happened 15, 20 years ago, unless it was an atrocity.
Yeah.
Like World War II, the Nazis. That's
Yeah, I
an
was just gonna
atrocity.
say
We should
Holocaust,
we should know that kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
should be brought up.
Yeah.
Slavery should be brought up. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not fucking Eminem songs from 2000. What
Yeah.
the
Oh
fuck?
my gosh, dude! I don't even know what even that shit plus the damn cartoons. Like all the
It's
Yeah,
cartoons that
exactly,
got
bro.
canceled.
Just because
It's
a cartoon
so
has a gun in it
stupid.
that was made fucking 30 years ago? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Well, what are the? Oh my hell! Now I can't remember the fucking show. It's sitting on my tongue. The two skunks. The one that's. I know it's like these two skunks, and like one is always grabbing like that girl and like trying to kiss her, and she's trying to back away and shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, he's, kissing her. She
It's
doesn't want
unwanted, da-da-da.
I'm like, what? It's a fucking cartoon that was made. So
At the same time,
20 years
keep
ago.
that same energy, though, with that fucking Christmas song.
Christmas song.
Have you not heard that? It's cold outside.
Oh,
like, baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I really got to go. And he's like, no, just stay, type of deal.
No, I didn't hear
It
about
sounds, when
Don't
you
listen
listen
to
to it away from Christmas, it sounds real rape-esque.
Yeah.
Like, rapey-ish.
that. Really?
Rapey adjacent.
Dude, just needs to
But that's
stop,
the thing is, it was a
man.
different time back then.
Yeah.
We've learned from the mistakes back then. We try not to do the same shit now.
Yeah.
And so fucking get over it.
Yeah. It's not
Stop
even a
fucking
mistake.
being a
I don't
bitch
think
about
it's even a mistake. It's like you said,
No, it is a mistake because you want to take accountability. Like I said, when we go back to taking accountability for what, or responsibility for what you fucked up on,
yeah.
that kind of shit shouldn't have been portrayed that way. But that's the thing is, if it came out today, it wouldn't be portrayed that way because we learned from people being upset about those type of things.
Well, it depends what you're talking about, I guess. I'm just saying people back then were a little bit more tough-skinned, not
Yeah.
what they are now.
Yeah.
Being too.
Well, I saw this genius fucking post. It was some Gen Z posted it, but it was like one of those Gen Z that's actually cool, like Alvaro.
Yeah.
Was like, it's disgraceful to see a generation that was raised on Family Guy and South Park be so damn sensitive about
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, go back and watch old fucking Family Guy episodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the meme that's floating around where the cop has the color scale. Have you seen that? Where it's got all the white shades.
Really?
And it says
Yeah.
good, and then it has all the darker shades and says bad.
What the
And a cop is holding it up to Peter at a traffic stop. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if that came out today, do you know how many people would be fucking outraged at that shit?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? We shouldn't be done. It's just like, why are y'all so sensitive after you watched all that growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Holy
just don't
shit.
get it.
I grew up with the most fucked up shows, bro.
Really?
My parents hated when I
Well,
watched
everybody did.
like
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody from millennials to now has
that's where
grown
I
up
get my
watching
goofy stuff
shitty.
from, just
Exactly.
fucked up shows.
And that's why we say fucked up shit. Like when
Yeah.
I told you I wonder how a homeless man's dick smells.
Yes. Oh my god.
Because think about this. Let me put this into reasoning for you.
He's got to explain this to you because I lost my appetite as I was trying.
We were going to get food and he's like, I don't want to eat anymore. So here's my thinking, right? So every guy has done this, and if you say you haven't, you're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every dude has gone a week without showering.
Yeah.
And then you get a whiff of your balls, and you're like, wow, I need a shower, right? So think about that smell times 52 weeks, and that's just being homeless for 1 year. Think about what that smells like. I'm curious
5
because it's like,
to 10
and then
years.
we talked about doing a contest with who smells the worst.
Oh my god, you guys are.
Bro, we talk about fucked up shit because that's what we were raised on.
Hey, but guess what? That's fucked up. But I'm down to try it.
But it's funny.
I'm gonna try.
What did we say? And then we brought it to the girl homeless, and we were like, "We're gonna do a crabs competition and see who has the worst crabs, and then take them to Joe's Crab Shack."
Yeah, I just sat there like, what the fuck?
Like it's fucked up shit, but it's funny to me because I grew up watching that shit.
Oh god.
Because on Family Guy, that would be like a light episode.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Like
Yeah.
a light episode.
Oh my god.
I love Family Guy, man.
Yeah, bro.
Shit,
That's my
that's
shit.
funny. All right. So anyway, I don't even know if we even finish the fucking basketball thing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking.
Well, we
remember.
kind of did. Anyways, like I said, when it comes to the whole, I think we would surprise people
Yeah,
for sure.
I think if it's like you, me, and
Are we talking
Both.
3s or 5s?
I don't know, either 3s or 5s.
Because
I think-
3s, we would have a way better shot. If we were going 3-on-3 competition,
Yeah.
we would definitely.
So it's
be-
like me, you, and Mose.
yeah. If us 3
like-
were together,
yeah.
easy. Not easy. I don't want to disrespect anyone, but
No, I don't.
But
think
it wouldn't be-
We would definitely, I think, surprise people.
oh, for sure.
But if we did 5s, it would be us 3 and
And that's where it starts to get slim.
very.
Kids, have you ever seen Jay play basketball?
Uh,
Oh my god.
really? Bad.
Bro, it's like watching a toddler try and walk. It's fucking sad.
I'm decent.
But
at
he knows
basketball.
that. He knows that every time that we've shot
Dennis-
around.
Dennis saw me play, like- If I'm getting heated,
Is he better than you?
no,
Who?
Alvaro. Is he
No.
better?
no,
Oh wow.
no.
Don't ever play with me then. Not because of that, because like I said on Mo's episode, I talk shit the entire game, and if I start to cook on you, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you know about it.
Oh, dude, there's been times when we played and like even the people there,
They
even the
get
people,
so mad, bro.
huh?
They get so mad.
They get so, yeah, because like, who was it? That last guy, the one that was
The black kid, yeah. We talked
Yeah,
about that a
cool.
little bit last
Oh
episode.
my gosh, dude, holy shit!
Yeah.
But
Where
anyway,
you got up in his
What's
face and you're like,
I didn't get up in his face.
no,
he was like half made
No,
of core. Or
he got hot for like 3 games,
yeah,
and so then he started to get cocky,
very cocky.
very cocky, and all of us weren't having it because don't fucking do that at the rec. Come on,
Yeah,
like
It's the fucking
we're
rec,
all,
bro.
We're all people that have not made it in basketball for one reason or another, or
Yeah.
we're people that have played college and now are
yeah,
just
fucking
living.
around.
So it's like, don't talk shit at the rec.
Yeah.
And so this kid starts talking. Nobody can guard me. Not one of you motherfuckers can guard me. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
And so then I walked like halfway onto the court as they were going down, and I was like, "Wait till I get on the fucking court and bet that I
Yeah.
don't lock your ass up." And I did the entire game besides the last shot, and I was really pissed about that.
yeah, yeah. But the entire you would not let him fucking dribble, dude. Seriously.
And he knew it. He knew as soon as
Yeah.
I lined up next to him, he goes, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's seen me because we've been on the same team. When somebody else starts doing that,
Oh, yeah.
I remember this one Latin kid. It was me. I think you were there actually. It was me, my cousin, I think you, and then 2 other randoms that we picked up.
Okay.
And we were playing this kid, and he started to get in my cousin's face.
Oh yeah.
And being the overprotective person I am,
Yeah.
I was like, "Let me switch on to him." He didn't get a shot up. He didn't get the ball. If he got the ball, it was out of his hands within like 3 seconds because I was making his life hell. Because
Dude,
I play
seriously.
defense like I'm in the 90s.
Damn.
I'm grabbing the
I
shit
want
out
to
of
play
you.
now just for fun.
Yeah. No,
Oh, dude,
like I said, we'll play for fun, but
Yeah.
just
Good-
know if I start
good
to
luck.
cook, I'm gonna let you know about it. I remember when I surprised you the first time that we ever played together.
Oh yeah.
When we did Old Man Ball at your church.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
I remember
Oh
the
my
guy,
gosh.
the other guy that was like kind of good. He was so mad the whole fucking night because I was just feeling I got so hot that night.
You did.
I was pulling
You
up
did.
from half court and just
Yeah.
draining shit, and he was
He
so
was.
mad
It's
because
like,
then
what
he
the
would
fuck?
try and match it and break, and then I would come
Yeah.
back drain. It was like he was just like, and then we won like 6 games straight.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I want to change teams." It's like,
He's like, okay.
but,
That was fun, dude.
yeah, that was when I was more athletic than I am now.
Now he's 20 pounds.
20,
22.
2 pounds.
That was back when I was even slimmer than that. I was
Yeah.
like 190, if
Yeah.
that, when I was playing church ball with you
Yeah.
guys. That was when I was actually. I
But
gotta
that
get
was fun.
back to that.
But yeah, if we did like 5-on-5 though, like somewhere, I don't even know who we would pick because depends on who went.
Yeah. I mean, I think Alvaro would be on that team anyways. You know, it'd be fun.
Huh.
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
I
I
still
don't
want
know
to
if
play
Tyrone
against
can
him.
play. Now Tyrone can bowl and he can play pool.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's good at everything.
Why?
Anything, because he's black.
Yeah,
There you go. I was waiting for that.
No, I was
have
just
no
about to say
shame in
that.
saying that.
When you're with a black man, bro, they're good at anything.
Sorry.
They're good at.
Pause.
No, but like
Pause.
when like black people, they're just good at.
They know how to
everything.
sling that dick.
BBC.
This goes for Tyrone. This.
Oh man.
No, but like
Wow.
black people just are literally just good at everything.
Yeah. And I think that's why there's so much. It's gonna sound so fucked up. I think that's why there's so many racist white people. It's because they're just mad.
Yeah.
They
that
can't compete.
They can't compete.
Yeah.
It's like
So
you
it
take
is.
our women, you beat us in basketball, you beat us in football. Now you take golf, the one white man sport. Tiger took that shit away. Wait till there's a black hockey player. Well, you need to get somebody like LeBron James out on the ice, just decking people and just.
Just hit the guy. Guy goes.
Could you imagine him playing hockey, bro?
No.
6'9", 250 on skates, bro. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
That's insanity.
Tank coming right at you. You're like, oh shit.
He would just be skating, people would just be bouncing off. Bing, bing. He'd go to the goalie, just stare at him, he'd just move out of the way.
He's like, sorry.
All right, I want to go to the rec now. Let's do that next Tuesday.
Mondays.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Mondays
All
at
right.
Orem now. Orem's back open.
Oh
Is
shit.
it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
I'm going to start
All right.
going back on Mondays, and I'm going to try and
Do
get
they still
Chauncey
have
to go.
the shooting range there, or is it?
I think
is that
so.
closed now?
I don't know.
Oh.
That was kind of an old school thing. That mistake.
Yeah, it was, but I like the shooting range there because it was
Well,
like
yeah. It's,
$2.
I feel like they still should do it because a lot of young men's groups go in and
Yeah.
do shooting.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting, but yeah, so we should definitely do that. I want to do that. So if we ever do a national skate party and there's basketball,
Let's do it.
we want to challenge whoever's out there.
Just for fun.
Just
And we
for
may
fun.
not win.
Yeah. We may win, we may
get
lose,
schooled
but
completely.
We definitely are going to be putting up a fight. That's all I'm saying. And we're not going to actually fight, but we'll definitely be, like
Yeah.
I said, we wouldn't get washed. That's my
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, well, at least score 1 point. I know that.
No, the game would be competitive.
Oh yeah, no, I would.
But it would just be like,
bing,
in
bing,
all reality,
bing.
no, it's in all reality, it's if we're hitting shots, there's no way. There's no way anybody could. Like, if I get hot,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Oh, I know I can do the inner shots
Because
easy all
I
day
can,
long. I
because
just
my
can't do it.
handles are good enough to where I can get around most
Yeah.
people to get open.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's like, if I'm hot, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can
He's
do.
in heat.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
I hit those streaks.
So I know you guys do like a music or a song
Song of the week,
Song of the week.
song of the week thing. Yeah.
which we wanted to do originally, but we never got around
I
to it.
mean, we finally got it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
we started back up when
So,
you were when you started as co-host, but
Yeah.
I'm saying originally with the original Rollout crew wanted
Yeah.
to do it. But.
Yeah. So
So go ahead, give us your song of the week.
Thizzle dance.
Thizzle dance.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thizzle
it was the
Dance
one
by
I showed
Wayne.
you when Moses came on.
Yeah. And this is the thing, and I want people, and this is why we're going to post, I think we'll do Song of the Week episodes, because we're going to start doing 2 episodes a week. So I think Song of the Week episodes we'll do on Tuesday,
'Kay.
so that people can look up the song, know what the song is, so that when Thursday comes, then we
They
can
can
get
try it.
then we can get the videos in and whatnot.
So
So
hopefully you guys like the video that will be at the end of this video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, our
Finally.
own very own Salt
Our-
City skaters
Yep.
that I recorded, but it's fine. Because I gotta get,
It's not shaky
well,
like
it's
the other ones.
it is not shaky. That video is great. I mean, my old videos, you gotta remember, once again, I'm pretty much baked every time I'm skating, so
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to. Exactly, bro. I gotta show you some of the videos. I never realized how
bad.
choppy they were until I got them on that good
Yeah.
screen,
Yeah.
and then I was like,
Oh shit.
"What?"
You're like, I'm getting fucking sick.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways,
Alright,
that, that's the
Thizzle
song
Dance
of-
by Lean.
Thizzle
Yep.
Dance by Lean. Okay.
Yep.
And then once again, we'll put a video in the description. A link to the video in the description. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
No, I think that's
think
what I wanted.
We were very off today.
What do you mean?
Like we were all over the place
I
today.
mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh well. Happens.
We're not off. That was on.
Make sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me
Yeah.
back.
Make sure to go follow the Instagram. Denis Tha Menace. Alvaro the Avocado.
Yes, sir.
JB
JB
Geary.
Gary.
And
We're out.
Peace out.
Peace.